Opie and Anthony Show starts now.
Anthony on satellite radio. Host Anthony Camilla and Greg Opie.
Controversial team. And Anthony apologizing for yet another raunchy
comment. Profanity was the last. Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
Our show is stupid. This is so irresponsible. This should be illegal. It really should be. It's like, it's so unethical.
God, I hate fucking radio.
This could be the worst audio ever.
Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. This is terrible.
We just suck all around.
I hope you show restraint in fucking my girlfriend.
This stinks.
Fucking shut the fuck up! We get it! Get it! Get it!
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Aye.
We got lots to do, but the TV just had a news story. Excuse me. I'm looking at this weather broad. I just got really distracted.
Oh, her.
We used to pay attention to this one. She's a part-timer on Fox 5 locally here in New York City, and she's got really, 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 really big boobs. But she keeps them like anchored down.
Yeah.
And I noticed very recently that her right boob is disturbingly smaller than the left one.
Yeah, it is.
Now, I know most women have one breast that is bigger than the other one, and it's usually the left breast, and rumor has it that's because it's closer to the heart, so it pumps a little more blood into the breast tissue. We might have to Snopes that, whatever. But Snopes?
Yeah,
Snopes. Yeah, okay, it's early. But her right boob is a lot smaller.
Yeah.
You noticed that, right?
Oh, absolutely. She's got more tit meat on the top of the other breast.
Yeah.
The other breasts.
But just before she came on, sorry, I got distracted. Another home invasion on Long Island, and me and Jimmy and a few other people look at you like you're crazy, Anthony, with all the gun purchases.
Oh, I know.
And, wow, man, another home invasion relatively close to your neighborhood.
Another one where it's, it's all Nassau County cops, all in front with the police tape, with the get the fuck out of here tape around the house. And there was a shooting. It just said one person shot in home invasion. So I'm wondering, is it the home invader? Is it one of the residents? I don't know. I didn't get the skinny.
Obviously,
on the whole thing.
hoping for the home invader.
Oh, hoping so much.
That would make you very proud, right?
The dummy picked the wrong house.
That would make you proud.
My whole thing with home invasion is that they break into a house, they home invade, and the last thing they think before they just feel lead tearing through them is, oh, shit, I picked the wrong fucking house. Because you know that would happen. Like, fuck. Whip, just rip.
Why don't we know more?
That's breaking news. Breaking news. We'll know a little later, I'm sure.
Because to us, we feel like the day has begun. We're aggressively into our day at this point.
You should have all the news.
But I guess everybody else, everyone's just waking up and discovering this stuff.
Waking up,
so.
figuring shit out. The reporter's like, oh, what's going on there?
There's a little yellow tape, and we'll have more info. But
yeah,
man,
I
Long Island loves their home invasion.
It is.
I don't hear about home invasions in Jersey because New York City's in an area nice. You got a lot of different neighborhoods. You got the Long Island over here, which has a lot of home invasions. You got the Westchester area up here and Connecticut up here. Not many home invasions, and Jersey to the left, obviously. Yeah. Not many home invasions.
Connecticut has a few. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
But Long Island is like. You know why it's an easy trip? You got some major thoroughfares going east and west and north and south.
You got Queens. You got Queens right there.
You got some bad elements.
Queens
wherever.
is part of Long Island, so it's just a little ride down the LIE.
So they get these neighborhoods that are close to the expressway or the parkway, and they home invade. And before you know it, you're on a major highway. Just zooming back where you came from with your booty, your loot.
Booty.
So waiting to see who was shot in that one. Like I said, I certainly hope it was one of the home invaders that got a pleasant surprise as a nice piece of lead tore through a part of his body. Hopefully, the heart or head. I would hope. Right. I can't stand home invaders. I can't stand them.
Who stands them?
Some people are, well, it's their economic status and it's all they know and could shut up, shoot 'em.
You don't feel empathy for them?
None. Oh, the second you kick a door in and step inside, game over. Game over.
I don't think a lot of people have empathy toward those type of people.
You'll find a few
Anthony.
libs. You'll find a few libs that love the fact.
I completely agree with you when they get shot at.
Oh, love it.
And hopefully killed.
Love when I read about that. So, well, we'll get more details. See who got the proverbial cap busted in their ass.
Right on. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what else is going on? I guess the word of the day is vuvuzelas. Vuvuzelas. I told you guys about the vuvuzelas yesterday, and now everybody's talking about it.
Can't talk about them enough. They love talking about the vuvuzela.
Jimmy had a very funny tweet yesterday. See, I do follow Anthony and Jimmy, so enough with why don't you follow Anthony and Jimmy. But your vuvuzela tweet yesterday was very, very funny. It's something about your girlfriend. I don't want to, do your line.
I'll have to find it, but it was something that she would not approve of. I had to get the speech the other night. How come every time you talk about me, it's negative?
Oh, really?
Oh.
You're up to that. You're up to that place in the relationship.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's a fun spot to be in.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just...
And you try to explain that it is just the radio.
You explain it's comedy.
No, I'm very, very angry when I respond to that.
Oh, really?
What the fuck?
There's no rational discussion. It's just, what the fuck?
Is it this one? A fun tongue twister? Say vuvuzela horn 50 times while your genitals are being hacked off by anti-government rebels?
No, I didn't like that one.
All right,
I like that one.
I did like that one.
You mean
That's
the other
fine
one?
with
But, my girlfriend got very angry at me when I blew my vuvuzela horn into her vagina.
Yes, that was the one that made me laugh.
I could see that angering a woman.
I'm all about the vuvuzela tweets.
Vuvuzela.
If you want to get my attention on Twitter today, have a vuvuzela tweet.
Vuvuzela.
Oh, man, but the news finally. The local news, especially, is at least a day to a day and a half, 2 days behind the Opie and Anthony show. And we're just a bunch of idiot shock jocks.
Shocking.
I guess they wanted to ban the vuvuzelas, but South Africa getting very depressed because all they have is the vuvuzela.
No part of it. They want no part of it. They're making money hand over foot.
Wow, those things cost like
that,
$2 or something. They're very cheap horns. I understand.
And what? I didn't say anything.
Some asshole invented the vuvuzela.
The vuvuzela.
Relatively recently, within I forgot what year.
Isn't that just those dumb horns they sell like Renaissance fairs and everything else?
But this guy in South Africa is claiming that he invented this version, the vuvuzela.
Oh wow, that's it.
Can you imagine being a multimillionaire over the vuvuzela invention?
Well, I got an email from Africa that said I am part of the vuvuzela fortune.
Oh,
and if I send them my bank account number and $10,000, that they'll be able to ship the millions over to me. So I'm very happy about that.
Well, look at you. Look at them, man.
Vuvuzela. They are blowing those vuvuzelas. I want to just pour muriatic acid down the front of them while they're blowing on them. See, the World Cup has a major problem. They want to get rid of the vuvuzela, but South Africa is all about this thing. And I think their concentration down there for these soccer games are really, really short attention span. Short attention span.
So they get to just blow the horns the entire game.
Yeah.
Because they're not really into the action on the field.
Did the guy just figure out how to make a bell at the end of a blowgun and it made a vuvuzela? Is that how he did it? He was able to just open up the end of it a little more, like a little bell.
I see what you're saying.
And, yeah.
I thought you meant an actual bell.
Oh, no.
No, I understand.
Yes,
I understand.
The open end of an instrument.
I understand the other definition
is
of
bell.
Not at first, I did not.
Yeah, the vuvuzela. I hate the name of it and the sound of it. We were listening to some of the announcers announcing the game, and all you hear in the background is vuvuzelas. And they won't ban them. Ban them.
Let's go to Keith in Connecticut. Keith.
morning, guys.
You got something on the Vuvuzela?
Yeah, every time you put on the soccer game, it sounds like there's a beehive getting shooken outside your window.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I changed the channel.
It's annoying as hell, man.
Who has the Vuvuzela app?
There's a Vuvuzela app.
Why wouldn't there be?
I have it. It's great.
I'm getting it right now.
Wait.
It's free.
Wait.
It's free.
Should be.
What are you talking about? There's an actual app?
I'm getting it right now.
What could you do with the Vuvuzela app?
Hang on. You want to hear?
Yes.
That rocks.
I'm getting the Vuvuzela.
That rocks.
Vuvuzela search.
Can we do a whole hour of radio with that just in the background?
Vuvuzela.
The reaction should have been, that's horrible, but you're like, that rocks.
Oh, you know me. I love annoying people.
Which one do you have, Trav?
It's my greatest passion to annoy people.
There's so many.
Yeah, I have I think it's like the first free one. It looks like a yellow.
Wait, there's a 5-star.
sign.
There's a 5-star reviewed one for 99 cents.
Oh, just get the free one.
I pay.
All right.
I pay. I get good stuff. Do you hate the Vuvuzela, the noisy horn from South Africa? Well, this parody app empowers you to banish Vuvuzela. Oh, I don't want that.
This is Vuvuzela 2010. I want one that is the Vuvuzela.
Yeah. Which one did you get for free? Vuvuzela 2010?
It just says Vuvuzela. It looks like a sign, a road sign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the one.
road
Okay.
sign. Yeah.
Free. Here we go. Install. Let's all do it together.
Yes.
So we could try to get our Vuvuzela thing.
Travis, you start us off there while Anthony's getting his together.
downloading.
He's downloading right now. That could be the greatest app ever.
Oh, is that obnoxious?
It really is. Oh, wait, mine only got... I'm actually looking at ratings on my fucking Vuvuzela horn app.
You're not sure which one.
What an asshole I am.
Should wait for ratings on it.
What could be the difference?
It really does. I can't figure out what can make one better than the other.
I'm loading under 3G, so it's a little slower than the network would be if I was
one
on
are
the
you getting?
network. I'm getting the one that looks like it looks like a yield sign with a Vuvuzela in the middle of it. And I am hooked up.
For free?
I have my Vuvuzela, yeah.
Let's hear your Vuvuzela.
Warning, the Vuvuzela has a very annoying sound, it says. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. I got to turn my volume up.
Oh, no.
I'm an idiot.
All right, here we go.
I'm an idiot.
Travis? All right, we got to do the show till 7 o'clock with this in the background.
Oh, I love my Vuvuzela. This is the best app ever.
Why do you have to keep tapping yours? Can you just tap it once and have it continue?
No, it'll go away. You have to keep
Oh, fuck.
Jimmy, where's your Vuvuzela?
I'm trying to get my Vuvuzela horn, but I have my terms and conditions
Danny,
have
do you
changed.
Have your Vuvuzela? All right, mic up, Danny. Yeah.
Now, Danny, you got to keep tapping.
Keep tapping. This is perfect.
This is great. We're Vuvuzelaing. How obnoxious.
We go to 7 o'clock with this.
So, did you watch any of the World Cup?
Hell no.
No? Jimmy, I want you to play.
I'm trying to get. My terms and conditions have changed. I have to acknowledge them.
Mark, you got yours? No? Wait, too cheap to get the app?
It's a free app.
It's a free app. If you got it, put it on mic, man.
Oh, yeah, you got a Vuvuzela.
We're doing the Vuvuzela today.
This is so much fun. I love the Vuvuzela. Those savages with their dumb horns.
Oh, wow.
We all petered out at the same time.
We can't peter out at the same time. What's going
what
on?
happened?
Uh-oh.
Hey, what happened?
Uh-oh.
Was there a...
Is there a...
By the time I get mine, the joke's going to be over. I'd be like, all right, we heard it.
No, that's when we continue doing it.
Hey, what happened?
That's when it officially gets annoying for everyone. Trying to download the app, but it's too slow. I think everyone's trying to download their Vuvuzela app right now.
That was on one press.
You got a one presser?
That's one press.
Jim has a different one than we do.
How come my Vuvuzela runs out?
Because you guys had the fucking pussy-free Vuvuzelas, and I'm a man who spends $1 on his Vuvuzela.
Look, Jimmy just has to tap once.
I'm the one-tap kid. Good, I hope your fucking phone is no good.
I pressed the... My Vuvuzela's dead.
Do you know I actually feel good about myself that my Vuvuzela horn is better?
Restart the app. Let me go to Craig in Virginia. Craig.
I can't hear you, Greg, over the Vuvuzelas.
Craig, you're going to have to yell. Craig. Hello? Hello, Craig. We're celebrating the Opie and Anthony show with Vuvuzelas today. We all have our iPhone Vuvuzela app, and we can't hear you.
We got 5 of them in microphones right now.
We love the Vuvuzela.
Vuvuzela app. It really sounds exactly like it.
Oh, yeah.
This is so obnoxious.
I press mine once and it lasts for hours.
You rule. You have the best Vuvuzela
Yes,
app.
I do.
It's stupid. We have to keep tapping it and restart the app when it runs out.
How long does it last when you press it once? Press it once.
Here's one.
Oh, that sucks, Jimmy. Press it once.
The Vuvuzela kid's here.
That's one press.
This is really... But see, we got to work at it like real people that have a Vuvuzela.
Exactly.
They got to blow into it.
I'm better than them.
Of course you are. Look at you.
Oh, it's endless with the Vuvuzela.
Let's say hi to Mark in Ohio. Mark.
Hey, man.
Hey, Mark.
You're pronouncing it wrong.
No, I can't stop.
Vuvuzela.
What?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's Vuvuzela.
Yeah, but
Who cares? It's a Vuvuzela here
Exactly.
in the
Yeah,
United States.
See, when you're trying to do comedy, it's called a Vuvuzela, you ass.
They also call them Africans over there.
Let's say hi to Craig in Virginia. Craig. I finally...
Hey, boys, how are you doing?
Yeah, go. I finally went to you. What do you got?
Yeah. So I wanted to say, these things are fucking annoying as hell, but you know how much money they're making off of those damn things?
Oh, amazing.
Do you have a figure?
They're selling them for like $12 or $13, and they cost like 80 cents to make.
Wow. God, the profit
And
margin.
there's thousands, millions of them are being sold over there.
It's crazy.
Why don't we...
I'm sure they'll be used by some warlord to get a fucking battle going.
Yeah.
We should market the Jim Norton annoying fucking...
Vuvuzela sound?
Yeah, the one you did. Could we do the Jim Norton Vuvuzela, please, Travis, for everybody? And maybe someone could add some Vuvuzela in the background. Let's do a little mixing here. Jim, I think if you made this into an app, if they're selling Vuvuzela apps, and we could sell the Jim Norton annoying, what was it called again? Most annoying sound ever app? You got it, Travis?
Yeah, just 1 second.
Craig, I thought you had an actual number. That means nothing to me. You just told me the profit margin's really good on those fucking horns. I want to know how many fucking millions of dollars they're making. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Here it is. By the way,
That is so obnoxious.
we have a lot of people finally saying, okay, we get it. That means we have to continue right now. I've been waiting for this point
All
right here.
We get
We're
it.
we're on Stars 2. Somebody's hearing the show for the first time this morning.
And hearing...
Like, what a piece of shit this show is.
And in case you're wondering, it doesn't get much better than this.
Yes.
So go after yourselves.
This is as good a show as we've done in 5 years.
That's right.
Love this stupid Vuvuzela. I feel like I'm there.
I almost want my girlfriend to yell at me later so I can play my Vuvuzela.
Oh, God, will she be angry?
Oh, she'll
If you just play
despise
it
it.
right at her.
Yeah.
Don't listen.
So she feels like you only talk about her in a
Negative way, yeah.
Oh.
She gets really
Oh, that's-
annoyed. She doesn't even listen to the show, but she just reads my tweets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's how she figures it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like that's what's funny. It's like
Of course.
fun. I don't see your positive stuff.
I know when I talk lovey-dovey about my girl, like, people are just going, ugh. Like, who wants to hear that shit? It's the fun stuff, right?
Yeah,
I'm hooked up. I'm hooked up, ready to go.
With what?
June 24th, new iPhone.
Oh, really?
I'm ready to rock.
Oh, you can order them and
motherfucker.
get it the day of, right? It comes to your house day of.
Oh, is that how it happens?
For most commoners, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How about you walk in the store and go hi, and then they give it to you?
Because they won't do that for me.
Oh, fancy man. Remember, back up your iPhone, your old one, right before you go and get your new one. That's what I would do.
A little tip from you.
Yes, because then you could just pop it in, sync it, and get all your goodness, like your Vuvuzela app. You don't want to lose that.
Did you say Vuvuzela app?
I don't know.
Everyone picking up their phone.
Did I?
Yeah, I thought you said Vuvuzela.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Anthony, speaking of the World Cup.
Yes, the World Cup, sweeping the nation.
Remember that game, U.S. versus England? A lot of people still talking about.
Of course.
Well, we got the first goal.
Yeah.
So I guess who scored first in that game? I guess England did, right? So this is England scoring.
England scoring their goal.
And Derek, very very smart on his part. He got the U.S. announcers and the Mexican announcers on that. Mexico announcers.
Oh.
Mexican announcers. Yeah, right?
Are they Mexican or just Spanish?
I don't know. He wrote He actually wrote Mexico
of course
announcers.
He would. Okay, maybe Mexico.
And it's very different how they call these soccer games. Very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the U.S. announcers.
Okay.
You would think going into it, yeah, the U.S. and England would
Listen to that.
be the two, but again, they have to earn it. And the U.S. is going to be pressed right away in the back line. You know England's going to test them early.
It's run through to Heskey, and here's Stephen Gerrard with a chance and with a goal. The England captain pounces in only the 4th minute. It's been an Achilles heel, John, for the United States. The first 15 minutes of World Cup matches, it's hurt them again.
Yeah, and again, that's all the way dated back to 1990. And you always want to be strong and aggressive and go out and attack the team as much as you can. And you never want to concede early, because then you're struggling.
Where was the goal?
Exactly.
That's why we're playing this.
Exactly.
It was kind
Where
of
was
there.
the
That
goal?
was a goal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you got Mexico, the exact same play.
Cayó Lampard. La tiene Heskey. Ahora Gerard. ¡Bingo! Steven Gerrard. La tocaron, la trabajaron, la tejieron, la pensaron y la definieron. Temprano en el partido, early, está ganando el equipo de Inglaterra.
¡Qué forma! Vea la repetición, un saque de banda sin ningún peligro. ¿Cómo atraen? Rompe totalmente la línea de 4. Hay un hueco, una distracción muy bien. ¿Qué pared le regresa? Toca con la izquierda y define a la salida del arquero.
Jesus.
Much better, though.
I gave Mars my wallet during that. I got scared. I just handed it right over.
That guy was the John Sterling of Mexico.
Jesus Christ. But
Much more exciting. If you're going
yes.
to watch the World Cup, that's the way to watch, because that's all you want to hear, right?
did you
all that
hear-
other nonsense when they're just going back and forth, who cares? But when a goal is scored, I don't
Yes.
care. I don't care you don't speak that language. That
Make
sounds
it
cool
big.
as hell, man.
But did you hear that the Vuvuzelas?
Did you say
What?
Did you say Did you say Vuvuzela?
Did I?
Timing's everything on this bed.
This is my Vuvuzela.
See,
you Vuvuzela.
See, you downloaded the wrong Vuvuzela app.
Hold on. Your Vuvuzela app ain't shit.
Yeah. Now my Vuvuzela is working. I did get a shitty Vuvuzela app. I don't want to tap the app.
Oh, shit. Let me go to James in Chicago. Everybody with the Vuvuzela app is going to be very happy today. James in Chicago. Jimmy's going to be there Friday?
Friday night.
Holy
Patrice will be
shit.
there as well. Vic Theater with Geraldo.
And really, before we go to James, I'm watching this Last Comic Standing. Don't say it, though. That's why he's on the phone. How happy are you, though?
I'm so happy.
But I know this is going to start another Vuvuzela thing, so I want to say really fast. I'm watching Last Comic Standing. Good for Greg Giraldo. He's one of the fucking judges. I didn't know that. Andy Kindler, too, who's a very funny comic.
Yes, he's a very funny
And
dude.
who's the chick?
Don't know. I just know
I've
Andy
seen her
and Greg.
before. She's really hot. I guess she's a comedian, huh?
Don't know, yeah.
Maybe she was on a past Last Comic Standing or something. She looks familiar, but I don't know. And then you got Mike DiStefano fucking making it through the first round.
Oh, I didn't see any of it.
Congratulations to Mikey.
Good for him, man.
And what's his name? Did not Davis. Help me out. He's at the cellar all the time.
Davis?
Jim Davis?
Jim David?
David, sorry.
The older comedian? That's older. He's probably like 45.
Yeah, he didn't make it through.
Jim David.
But saw a lot of familiar faces on Last Comic Standing last night.
Jim David didn't make it too?
Because I guess they're going for, younger comics for the most part.
Jim David is a nutty guy. He'd be an interesting guy to, I don't really care. He's crazy. He's like Don Knotts.
He's a very funny
I like
comic.
Jim. Yeah, he's out of his mind, though. He'd be fun to watch.
He's been around forever, but I was watching Last Comic Standing. I might have to watch this season because I saw a lot of familiar faces.
Yeah, you'll know
a lot
probably-
of familiar faces. And to see Greg Giraldo doing well and getting the big gig is nice. And you know what? What's his name is really funny. He's the host, the black guy that looks like
Craig
Patrice.
Ferguson.
Craig Robinson.
Robinson. Yeah, Craig Robinson.
Right. So I just wanted to say that, but whatever. James in Chicago. Oh, I know why, because Geraldo's playing with you on Friday in Chicago. That was the connection.
He's got the judging gig. Kindler's a very respected comic by comics, too.
I've
Comedians
always
love him.
liked Kindler. He's a little strange as a comic, though, right?
Yeah, he's the guy at Montreal every year that would do the thing where he just attacks the entire industry. He really attacks the business, and he's a very funny dude.
I believe Letterman likes him a lot,
Loves
too.
him, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay, James, Chicago. Sorry for the big setup to your phone call. What do you got?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, James.
Hey, you're wasting your time with that Vuvuzela app. All you got to do is shake it.
Just shake it.
Just shake it?
Yeah, by the way, it's Tim in Chicago.
All right. Hi, Tim. So, and you were tapping like a madman.
Yeah, like crazy.
Now, if you take your Vuvuzela app.
I take my Vuvuzela
and
app.
we now know we're pronouncing it wrong, but we don't care.
Vuvuzela?
All you have to do is shake it. Danny, shake your fucking Vuvuzela.
Shake your Vuvuzela.
Shake that fucking thing.
Oh, it's good. It gives it like an oscillating sound, too. It does peter out like every...
Because you downloaded the wrong one, Ann, I'm telling you. Danny's very happy, too. People are really fucking hating this. They are so hating this.
Love this stupid Vuvuzela.
That is a horrible sound.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, is that a bad noise?
That is horrendous.
Just break your iPhone. I feel things shaking inside of it.
Do you know how annoyed they're going to be on the plane later when they're trying to make announcements and I just keep playing my Vuvuzela horn? And they see the paper, funny man, in quotes, not so funny.
Yeah.
Don't
Escorted off the plane.
Don't you love when they do that? When they put the quotes around funny man? All right, we get it.
Because you're not.
Yeah, we get it. It wasn't a funny one.
Right. All right. And that was our World Cup coverage, I guess. That's all we got on that. If you want in-depth coverage, listen to Ronnie B. Ronnie B's doing the World Cup thing.
He really loves soccer?
I'm listening.
Loves this World Cup.
But I'm listening every day very closely because with Ronnie B, you never know. Everything seems to be a work with that guy. So I'm like, I'm not sure if this is a work or not. But it really seems like he's into it.
It can't be because he knows everything about it. Like it would. He knows everything about it. It's amazing.
Maybe he's just reading it off a blog.
You know what? No, he's got the enthusiasm.
Really?
He's so into it.
So you don't think it's a work?
No, I don't get it. I don't get.
They got brackets and everything over there.
Yeah, they're working the brackets. They're into it. They got the listeners doing brackets. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
I don't get it.
So we're kind of out with the World Cup. We're just finding the dumb, silly angles. But if you want real in-depth
baseball
coverage,
bat,
Ron and
clip.
Fez. Hey, we did that the other day, too. I told you what did I just say this morning?
We're a day ahead.
We're easily a day ahead of the news. Now they're showing the Wally Backman video clip on the news.
Which is not a new clip, I hear.
No, it's like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah, but it's just making the rounds.
Yeah, it's apparently a deleted scene. It was from a documentary.
Oh, really?
I gotta find it. I was reading the info about it this morning.
No, the name of the documentary is really sad. It's something like they play for free, or they
it's Playing for Peanuts.
Playing for Peanuts. Thank you. Basically, the minor leagues where they barely pay these fucking guys.
Who would delete that from a documentary?
I know. It's
How
beautiful.
would you? What scene did they leave in?
That's the best part of the documentary. What could possibly be better than Wally Backman losing his fucking shit? He played for the Mets in the major leagues, and now he looks like he's at just a Sunday softball game.
I know. He gets so pissed.
He gets kicked out, and then he walks up a hill. There's no stands at this place.
No.
Where he's managing.
He just walks away.
Oh, yeah, and there is a T-shirt called "Let's Get a Beer, Doc."
Let's get a beer, Doc.
Isn't that great?
People make a T-shirt the second something happens.
Wally Backman rules. I loved when he was on the Mets. But
Is that a line from that Durant?
Oh, yeah, it is. Right at the end, after all
hell breaks loose.
When it finally calms down, he looks at the player that was kicked out of the game, too, and says, "Let's get a beer, Doc." Very old school, that name, Doc, in baseball, right? I think Ronnie B. said that yesterday, and I concur. All right. There's your World Cup.
That's your World Cup coverage. Oh.
What happened?
Yeah, someone's saying they do show prep, and that's why they know about the World Cup.
We do show prep.
Paul from Jersey.
Well,
shut your fuck.
Well, why don't you say it to his face?
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Hello.
What's wrong with you?
Morning, boys.
What's your problem?
No problem, sir.
Well, what do you want to say? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, they said maybe they sound like they're so into it because they do show prep and research, and you guys just kind of, don't.
No, that's silly. We do a lot of show prep too, but but if we're not into the World Cup, why would we do show prep on it?
We do it on vaginas.
That's right.
I know all about vagina.
That's right.
I know how to put a tampon in.
Love you, boys. Punch you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you punch out, all right, Paul. Jersey. Motherfucker. God. What you want? What's the matter? Do you want one?
What?
You okay?
I want what?
A vuvuzela.
Your
My vuvuzela sucks.
You're gonna have to download a better version. I'm thinking.
Sucks. Look.
Yeah, you got to.
See,
You get
Danny.
it for free.
Danny's got it. See, there you go. Horn controversy. It's everywhere.
I got it.
They're not going to ban them from the World Cup. They said they're going to let them.
Yeah,
keep them.
which is good. Gives us something to talk about.
Oh, crazy South African nuts. Jesus.
Can we take an early break today? I got some oatmeal in front of me.
Crazed.
Hell yeah. Let's eat some food, and we'll continue with the Opie and Anthony show. Yeah, you got your Sambo?
I don't think I got my sandwich.
Should be here any second.
Hurry. Hurry.
Oh, on the show today, for the people that were listening yesterday, intern Derek, the racist tweet guy.
Right.
He's going to take a lie detector test. Does he know this yet?
I hope not.
We're going lie detector test today with him.
He has
we're
a chance to.
He's a strange kid. We don't really know what to believe. He says he's been robbed or mugged or assaulted like 40 times, and he's only 18 years old. But a lot of his stuff matches up, so we're really not sure what to believe. So we got a lie detector guy, expert, coming in.
Everyone was saying he's a compulsive liar. He's good enough at it, but not good enough to where people believe it.
So the audience in general not believing it?
And I think he's lying, too. I think he's lying.
Were you thinking
about
that
being
yesterday?
mugged 40 times, yeah.
You were? Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking compulsive liar right off the bat.
I think he's full of shite. Thank you, sir.
All right. So we'll hook him up to a lie detector test a little later in the show. That could be a lot of fun.
I would hate that.
You wouldn't want to be.
No. So were you kidding when you said?
Just pulling wires out in the middle of a question.
I'm not.
They bring my girlfriend in. She starts quizzing me. Were you really eating tuna that day? Yes. That's why my fingers smell like that.
All right, we'll continue. Stay there.
And now, the Opie and Anthony Show is now back on the virus. Sirius XM.
Do. I was telling Anthony this morning, not a big video game guy. I play a few. And over the weekend, I finally put in Red Dead Redemption because my nephew was over with a few of his friends.
Yeah.
So they played it all weekend long. They're only like 12.
Yeah.
And they love shooting the horses right in the fucking head. Very disturbing.
Just shoot the horses.
Oh, man.
Shoot the horses.
And these kids growing up, they're just not affected by the bloody video games whatsoever.
They love it.
They're just laughing, think it's the coolest thing. But I got to tell you, the graphics on Red Dead Redemption, just fucking amazing.
Yeah, aren't they great?
And the GTA graphics, obviously, were really good.
Yeah.
And now it's better than those games. I don't know how they continue to do it.
Well, they get the muscles on the horses moving like horse muscles move.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, just the dust kicking up when the horses are riding.
The whole
and
atmosphere
they
of the game is really good.
Yeah, they thought of everything. So I mentioned that because then I got my Tiger Woods 11 in the mail. Very excited. I buy the Tiger Woods game every fucking year.
Yeah.
And I think you said it best to me this morning. They're just slapping these games out there at this point.
Slapping a new year on it and on the box, and it's the same fucking game for the most part.
They make some changes in the actual gameplay for Tiger Woods 11, but the graphics suck a dick, and no one's talking about this.
Horrid.
Why do the graphics suck so bad in these Tiger Woods games?
They haven't upgraded them.
You would think, as far as a sporting game goes, you think John Madden and some of these others, where the graphics are pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And a basic golf game, you can't have better graphics than what they're putting out in the year 2010. I'm really annoyed by that because the gameplay, I know how to play Tiger Woods really well.
Mm-hmm.
So now what I'm looking for is cooler graphics, and it's just not happening.
You don't get the immersion into a game without really good graphics. It really takes you out of a game when it's just like, this sucks.
Right, and I used to love Hot Shots. Was a pretty good golf game for a video game, whatever. And they've pretty much gone away because Tiger Woods is that powerful.
Yeah,
and I think I like the gameplay and the graphics on Hot Shots way better.
Yeah, Tiger Woods has the name though,
but they can't compete with Tiger Woods, I guess.
Get the name.
But fucking, I'm just so annoyed because I was excited. I popped it right in the PS3 there. I'm like, what the fuck? Maybe he was too busy fucking broads to see what was going on with his own video game.
To go in and, do a little quality control.
Really annoyed.
Yeah, it's like just...
It's not much better. Maybe it's stepped up a little bit, okay? I'll give them that much. But they need to step up a lot with their graphics.
Yeah.
A lot. It seems like they're just way behind.
Yeah, we're looking at pictures of it now, and it's all right, but it
looks cartoonish though.
Yeah, very cartoonish.
It doesn't look like the Red Dead Redemption looks like you're committing a murder.
It's when you shoot the horse in the head, you actually feel really bad because you're convinced you're going to get a visit from PETA.
You just wax the horse. Yeah.
And Vince from Bayonne, I probably deserve this because it's a fucking golf game. Only old guys play golf games.
You think they think that the graphics aren't as important to that group though that plays it? Like they're like, they're not gonna
maybe
care.
Vince is onto something. Maybe the demos are a lot older for Tiger Woods, and maybe that's not important.
Yeah, you know what? They probably are.
The youth, they want fucking good graphics, right?
Of course.
I think it's also because there's not a lot of other golf games to compete with.
So they don't have to really.
Yeah,
they've got
the name. They have great gameplay. So if you don't buy this game, where else are you going to get like a really good golf game, you know?
Travis, did you buy it?
Yeah, and I mean...
What's your thought? You don't see much of a difference in the graphics year to year, right?
No, you really don't, because they churn these things out every year. But I really like the new gameplay, like the True Aim and
True
the
Aim
Focus. It's really cool.
Yeah, I didn't want to get too fucking deep into it, but now that you say it, yeah, True Aim is ridiculous.
It definitely... For a game that really... just it's kind of the same thing every year. This definitely makes it a little harder this year.
Yeah, True Aim, you can't zoom ahead and all that crap. You use kind of like a GPS thing like people are doing on a real golf course where you can see where the trees are. Like, oh, okay, that tree's 200 yards away and all that. And then try to figure out where you're going to put your shot.
Oh, shit.
Instead of having a landing area, when you zoom forward, it's like, oh, big circle. It's going to land in that big circle if I hit this right.
Yeah. And you also don't get to see where your ball is going. It's like you're actually at the golf course. You watch the ball go.
Do you have to then look for your ball sometimes?
No. That's the next step.
That's the next
thing they're going to do.
It's like, fuck, this sucks. I got to take a drop in a game.
But Travis is right. Say you're on the fairway and then you hit a 3-wood. You don't, you're hoping it's going to be on the fairway way up ahead or whatever.
Yeah,
but
but
you don't know until the shot's over and then they show you where it landed.
And
so that part is definitely cool.
Yeah, and also like you can judge where the ball went because you can hear the crowds either clapping or they go,
oh. You don't want to hear,
oh. You know how many times I heard, oh, in my first game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
So that's just an observation. I'm kind of annoyed because they really need to move way forward with their graphics with this Tiger Woods. He's a fucking billionaire. Well, maybe not so much anymore, but fucking...
They say he might have a love child now.
I know.
Jesus.
What do you think about that?
Love
Do you think that's just bullshit, or is that a real thing?
For his sake, I hope it's bullshit.
You could take the... Oh.
And how could you not after all those fucking chicks you banged? How do you
just
not?
banging.
You got to think, a few of them. A few guys slipped in somewhere.
Yeah, you must have had a little low dribble. You couldn't have pulled out accurately every time. Once in a while, you misfire.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
what happened?
Showing the horn controversy, and it looks like fucking Somalia. Jesus Christ, that look like Black Hawk Down.
Do the local fans even know they're watching soccer, or are they too busy just blowing the vuvuzelas?
They're blowing the vuvuzela, and then they're just jumping around in the streets. I don't know. Wow.
Looks like a very easy life. And I know you go the other way with this shit, but I look at that going, man, they're not worried about taxes or any bullshit.
Yeah, no.
They seem to have a very easy life down there.
Don't worry about ridiculous amounts of crime. That's about it.
True. It just seems quite simple.
Lucky them. No more apartheid. Have fun.
Danny pulled this. I think it's the Today Show just asking a dumb question. Yes, Danny.
Was that early show, actually?
Early show?
Oh.
Girl got bit by a shark. It's time for the shark attack stories on the news there. And listen to how this went down.
18-year-old Hannah Foster was enjoying a day of boogie boarding off a Jacksonville, Florida beach last week when she suddenly had an up-close, very personal encounter with a shark. The fish bit down on her leg and foot. Now, luckily, she survived, and she is here this morning along with her boyfriend, Rick Hughes, the real hero of this story, to tell us a little bit more about that encounter.
That was,
Yeah, I didn't want to tell you. It was my cousin.
Yeah, because I've met Rick.
Yes, you have.
I met Rick Hughes over at, was one of your parties or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's your cousin?
Mm-hmm.
Is she okay?
Rick Hughes, the real...
I'm gonna just,
I'll let the story...
exactly.
Oh, okay.
Of course she's okay. My cousin was involved.
All right.
Hero of this story, to tell us a little bit more about that encounter. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
So, Hannah, you're in the water, you're enjoying some time, school's out, a little boogie boarding. How did you realize that there was a shark biting on you?
I didn't even consider anything else could have hurt that bad. I could kind of feel all the teeth inside my skin, so I knew.
Yeah, that's a dumb-ass question.
Exactly. That's why we're playing it.
Dumb-ass question.
These stupid newsreaders.
How did you know
Let me think. You're in the water. What else could have fucking hurt that bad?
In the water, there's a shitload of teeth digging into me.
He sent me a text and said, "Look down." Fucking dopey bitch. Nothing happened.
I love how she said, I had never considered anything else. What are you talking about, lady?
I saw a fin and felt teeth.
Right. Yeah. What else could bite you that bad in the water?
Dunce.
Especially if you're boogie boarding or you know. Or surfing.
God, a shark bite on your
You
leg.
don't want a shark biting you at all. At all.
Because they don't just they bite down they might let you go, but they bite down hard.
Also,
first.
they like to shake.
Yeah. Oh, I was watching
I think it's the shake that gets you the worst.
You ever watch that show, I Survived?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like 2 or 3 stories of people that that have survived things that they weren't supposed to fucking survive.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are crimes, people against people. Other ones are animal attacks. And a guy was talking about when he was surfing and got attacked by a big-ass fucking shark, like a 16-foot great white shark. Just grabbed him and started shaking him,
Where did he
apart.
bite?
Grabbed him right in the side.
Oh, my
Grabbed him right on his
God.
side,
Right
and
around his hip.
and his ass neck, and he's punching it, trying to grab. And he's saying, you always hear grab his eyes, do this, but he said you just can't
do anything.
You're so fucking shocked by the whole thing that you can't even think about it. Oh, does this guy get bit by a shark?
Oh, this
We're
is
watching
classic.
the video
It's
of a
called
guy.
Shark Bite on YouTube.
He caught a shark. He's trying to get it into the boat.
It's little, too.
Yeah.
It's about a
Aw.
Look
two
how
and a half
strong
footer.
that little fucking shark is, though.
That's cute.
Now he's trying to get the hook out of its mouth.
Is that a great white?
Nah, it looks like a little sand shark or something.
I don't think it's a sand shark. Because you can get bit by a sand shark, Ant.
It's pretty big. For a sand shark, it would be. About 2.5 feet long.
Oh, poor shark.
He's trying to get the hook out of his mouth. He's really fucking the shark's mouth up. It's just bleeding like crazy.
I'm sure that's making the shark very unhappy.
Yeah.
What's he going to do with it?
Oh.
He's trying to get
I
that
fucking
hook out.
hate fishing.
Oh, the shark's mouth
Fishing's
is really
fun until you have to
bleeding.
rip a fucking lure out of its mouth.
This shark is just not going to be happy with it. He can't get the hook out. The barbs are keeping it from...
Shit.
Fucking
Messing up his eye, though.
Good. Oh, good.
Oh, no way.
Let him go.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
Holy shit.
It sounded like Eastside Dave screaming.
Good.
You hear him scream. Shark wins.
Fucking asshole.
Oh, my God.
That's better.
It's messing shark's eye up.
Yeah, he messed his eye up.
All right, Homer, we get it. Yeah, messing the eye up. I guess you've never done fish. You never went fishing there.
When I was a
Jimmy.
kid, I would go out with my dad and stuff. I've done it, but it's like I would
Supposed
always
to do
throw,
that with pliers.
we would always throw the fish back because I felt too guilty.
Yeah.
I could never take them home. My dad would be like, "Yeah, we'll have some dinner." I'm like, and we throw all the trout back.
You'd catch in full,
really?
I just felt bad.
catch in full release.
we were going to eat them. I don't mind if people are actually eating them, and that's how they get their dinner.
I eat that
there's
shit.
There's a difference when you're camping. That's how you're really
Yeah.
going to eat. But just these fucking douchebag sportsmen. They think they're sportsmen.
I'm a sports
Fucking asshole. I'm so glad. I wish the only thing that would have made me happier is if his fucking hand came back missing.
Oh, like a finger gun or something.
But I love that. For the rest of his life, he couldn't finger his wife.
Rest of his wife?
He couldn't finger his wife. So I don't say life. I say wife twice. Fucking what's the matter with me?
I don't do it enough, but I love fishing. I really do.
You like it?
Yeah, I don't mind doing the fish thing.
I feel bad for
Although
them.
there are times you're miserable trying to get that fucking lure out, especially when you have one of those lures with, like, I don't know, a lot of shit on it.
That's why you really need, like, pliers to grab it close to where it's in his mouth, and then you gotta yank it right the fuck through.
Can you imagine
It's terrible.
being yanked up by a hook through the palate in the top of your mouth? How much
No.
that would fucking hurt?
They don't feel it.
Who did the
I
fish?
like when they say that. The fish don't feel it.
Who did the fish bit on our show? You, Jimmy?
Yeah, I just talked about it.
Do we have a clip of that? Because it's brilliant. I don't want to give it away, but you compare, humans being hunted.
Oh, I remember
with
talking
rods.
about it.
Ugh.
Is it a long clip if you can find it, Travis?
It was probably one of those things we were just talking about it going back to.
It's
Yeah.
fucking.
The only thing I have with Jim and fish is fishing's not a sport.
How
Yeah,
long
but
is
that's
it?
that's not the. I know what you're talking about. That's
no,
what
we
you're talking
don't-
about.
We don't have that. I mean, we might, but it's not something that I have.
That you could easily find.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe E-Rock could find that. Maybe we could play it into break because it's really
Someone
a
said it
great
was
piece
Jimmy's
of comedy.
ice fishing bit. Yeah, was that it?
Ice fishing?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
You were saying something like, just imagine being in, I don't know, like a Starbucks or something, and next thing you know, you're
Oh,
being
right.
yanked through the window.
Yeah. Someone like put it in your Starbucks.
Right.
And you take a nice big sip
Something
and you're
like
like,
that.
ow, and a
Right.
hook just goes in your mouth. Or you're eating a steak somewhere, fucking nice steakhouse.
Right, and then all of a sudden
Take
you
a
just-
bite, and then you're just being hauled out the door. The fuck is this? Underwater? You're being pulled underwater.
You laugh, but in their world, that's pretty much what it
That's
is.
it.
Yeah.
They're just minding their own fucking business down there.
Flapping around.
Going for a snack.
Right.
That is bad.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that guy got bitten. Like, that made my day.
And he really screamed like a bitch.
He was hurting.
He screamed like a little bitch.
He was hurting, Johnny.
Good. Good for him. I like seeing the animals win every so often.
I like it every time.
Every time?
Yeah, because they have a lot of losses.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
got a lot of losses.
You know what? Again, on that I Survived show, they had a couple of episodes where people are hiking in California or riding their bike, and those fucking mountain lions come out, and wow, they are, and they go through the entire traumatic story of how these things grab them by the throat, and they're squeezing, and they're usually with someone. And there was an older couple, and this woman is beating the thing over the head with something, and the thing just won't let go. It's looking at her like with those fucking mountain lion eyes,
Like
while
I'm gonna-
her husband's head is in its mouth, and it's just trying to crush his skull.
Well, the look is I'm going after you after I'm done with your husband.
Yeah, the second I don't feel any fucking pulse in his neck on my tongue, you're next there, you old hag.
You might be right, man. I don't mind getting out into the wilderness, but you might be right. Because I'm getting more and more scared when I'm out there fucking doing little hiking or fucking mountain biking or something. Like, what the fuck really is out here? What am I
out
doing?
Yeah.
Coke Logic. Fucking rules. 7/20/2009, Fish Talk. So if E-Rock's listening, holy shit, that's creepy, Coke Logic.
knew that?
I knew you were a fan, but Jesus Christ.
Wow, that is
What a
really,
kook.
really
That's
scary.
kind of creepy.
Really creepy.
July 20th of last year, Fish Talk with Jim Norton. So if we can find that, and if it's not too long, let's play that into break today. Speaking of which, so yesterday I was watching Joe Rogan's comedy special they did for Spike TV.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how lions attack and tigers attack. I think it was tigers. And he had a stat that I had to actually look up. You know that in India,
oh boy,
in the century 1800 to 1900, 100 years,
yeah,
that tigers, maybe Danny could look this up, tigers killed, you want to guess how many people in 100 years?
18 million.
I think that's probably wrong. 17.4.
Go with the real guess. 100 years in India. How many tiger attacks? How many
100 years worth of tiger killings?
Killings.
In India.
Tigers killing humans. This was on the Joe Rogan comedy thing
years.
he did for Spike, and I looked it up.
Let me think. Every year probably took about. Let me really think this out. I'm not looking at anything. It took about. And then 100. I would say 1,000.
Jimmy?
I'm going to guess.
No, what Danny found might be slightly different than what I was looking at.
I'm going to
yesterday,
guess
but still.
50,000. 500 a year in India. For that
it is
100
a
years.
year. Fuck, for 100 years, that's more than 1,000. I'm going to say 10,000.
You're probably more close to being right. I don't know how many.
How many did you say?
500 a year for 100 years, so I'd say 50,000.
50,000? I'm going to say 50,001.
Watch it be 49,999.
Shit!
Well, the number I saw yesterday was way higher than that. But now, before... What does the first tiger attack say from 1800 to 1900?
There's just different numbers depending on what link you click on. Everything's all different.
Why? What's the stat that Rogan gave?
It was something like... I saw 100,000 yesterday.
Wow.
But now I'm seeing 10,000. Then Danny went to another link, so now we got to figure it out ourselves, which one is accurate. Tiger's killing a lot of fucking people. in
Joe's a
India.
very he's a smart guy.
They used to kill a lot of people. Not anymore.
Well, what's different?
There ain't as many tigers as there was
that's true.
A fucking
Now they're
100,
like,
200 years ago.
Why don't we just kill all the tigers and be done with these
we
fucking
pretty much
things?
did. We pretty much did. Now, you get nothing. They're in zoos and circuses.
Yeah.
But back then, they were creeping all over the joint.
Danny's doing his research. He'll have some kind of accurate number for us.
Tiger! Fucking tiger, man! Fucking tiger, man! Stay on the boat.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, Chef Apocalypse Now.
Chef.
Oh, fuck.
Apocalypse. Yeah, that's, wow. That's got to be a bad way to go. Just getting mauled by a fucking animal like that.
I saw that special, by the way, that you talked about last night. The What If Humans Cease to Exist?
Oh, yeah.
And they were showing the tigers roaming through New York.
Yeah, walking around. Yeah, they go year by year and then jump like 50 years, 100 years of no humans. And
which is kind of fun.
Buildings falling down.
But then when they get to the thousands, you're like, all right, enough. I don't need to know. You kind of like to think things sort of will stay the same after you're
There
gone.
will be no sign that we were ever here in 100,000 years from now. And then they just show where New York was, and it's just a forest.
Could you imagine?
With no fucking sign that we were ever there.
That would happen pretty fast.
Yeah, they show the buildings rotting, and they talk about how the water gets in, and no maintenance, no paint on metal, so it rusts, and things just collapse, and that's it.
But it was slow moving we were an hour in, and it was still up to 2 hours since humans died.
Yeah.
And then,
really?
It was
It
was very slow going. You could see
Yeah.
they broke it down, but then they got to the end. It was like it was over at 1. It was like 13 minutes left, and then we still that's when the Eiffel Tower fell.
Yeah.
Like a couple thousand years in or whatever, or 2,500 years. Then they went to 25,000 years.
Yeah.
And they said an ice age will come, and then glaciers will come across North America.
Just wipe it out.
That's when they said everything will be
then
wiped.
Glaciers pull back, and then they just scrape everything away.
100,000 years we're going to have ice here.
Oh, there could have been fucking just people moseying around before that ice age. We never would have known.
That's the scary part. Is 100,000 years is really is not a long period of time in Earth years.
Blink of the eye.
Yes. I was going to say a crook of the elbow. I have bad examples.
All right, Danny's done with his research. So between 1800 and 1900, it is estimated that tigers killed over 10,000 people in India alone.
Yeah.
10,000 fucking people. From 1850 to 1950, at least 25,000 people were killed.
Wow.
By tigers. We're talking just tigers.
Yeah, they're badass tigers.
So there you go.
There's no fighting one of those off. You ain't doing shit. That thing gets on you. Big fucking paws. Big pyramids. That's creepy
They
shit.
must have loved it when they saw Indian men shirtless in the fucking woods. Oh.
Some dummy.
Giant beef jerky. Fucking babbling.
Why, though? I don't understand. There were just that many tigers over there?
Fuckload. There was a fuckload of tigers back then. And then, Wana came in, started shooting them. Big game hunters. Yes, it was. I remember we were in India hunting tigers. Hang them up on the wall, make shit out of them. Fucking Asians came over and took their dicks for fucking drugs.
Of course they did.
Look at the
There's
teeth
something
on that.
called a swamp tiger.
Oh, that's a very racist term. Is there a swamp tiger? Yeah, he lives in the swamp.
What is this guy
And
doing
some
filming
nut
the
with a
swamp
camera.
tigers?
I'm in my blind trying to get a glimpse at the swamp tiger.
Is he hiding behind something?
All of
yeah,
a
he is.
sudden, I see he smells me. Yeah, look at that fucking thing.
Get the fuck
They are
outta
cool
here.
as
It's a pretty animal, but God, I would fucking hate a swamp tiger approaching me.
What would be your move if you saw that
Beautiful.
coming at you?
Beg.
Would you just cry?
I would speak English to it and beg, and you'll get
That
off
looks
me.
like a little guy, though.
Yeah, he's cute.
What would be your move? Would you just grab on with all your might around his neck? Like, what would you do?
You give him your throat and hope it's quick. There's no getting away from that.
Dude, they smell like wild animals. Like, you look at them, you look like you think they're going to pet them, and they're going to... Remember that one we had in studio?
Yeah.
They smell like a fucking wild animal.
Yeah.
They don't smell like house cats.
No.
No, they don't smell like nice fucking shampoo.
It's got that gamey fucking wild animal smell.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
They're all muscle. They have big fucking solid. What are you gonna do? Knock it out? They have giant heads.
And their teeth are just fucking crazy sharp and long. Just made for sinking into your neck.
Would a tiger be able to maul a 200-pound chimp? Like the one that hurt that lady?
Oh, I would say tiger beats chimp.
Tiger beats chimp every time.
Tiger beats chimp.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Did you guys see the, this was tweeted over the weekend, too. The monkey fucking the frog. Have you seen this yet?
Have anyone seen this monkey fucking a frog?
It's
on
my
monkey fucking a frog.
It's on my Twitter, Opie Radio. Well, it's way down though. I don't know if we're gonna be able to find it. But you haven't seen this video yet.
Chimp and frog.
Try chimp and. Yeah, that's it.
Chimp and frog.
This could be the greatest video I've ever seen.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my God.
He's got his mouth open.
He opens the frog's mouth.
Oh, he's mouth fucking a frog.
He's got his little chip part on. He's trying to put it in the frog's mouth. He gets it in there.
Oh my God. He's mouth fucking the
He's
frog.
making the frog suck his dick.
That's not the version.
What
There's
a
a better.
What a fucking disgusting
And
animal.
the frogs, but he's not hurting the frog. He's just trying to get a blowjob.
Poor frog.
No, there's a better version where he fucking starts rocking his hips.
He's fucking. You know what?
Just rocking his hips.
He's hurting the frog's like spirit.
Yeah.
The frog doesn't want to suck the chimp's dick.
I bet you the frog went ribbit one time, and the chimp's like, "Say, that mouth looks good."
Look at you. Come here, you little amphibian.
Oh God.
Bless you.
And they wonder why we jerk off or we're pigs. If women ever wonder why we're pigs, watch a video of our great uncles. That's what they do.
Using a frog mouth. Chimp rapes a frog, this one's called.
He's trying to open up the mouth. I know. Yeah, and now he's been in my mouth. This is, disgusting. This is frog rape.
Oh my God, he's pumping. He's pumping into the frog's mouth. People laughing. He's loving this. He laid on his back. He's got it fucking on his dick.
With the frog.
He's using a frog to beat off.
Help, stop.
Want to show Nicole so she can be disgusted today?
Really into it. That chimp is so into that fucking frog's mouth.
You know how miserable the frog must be?
Oh, terribly.
You're my little friend.
Do we get a monkey shot?
You're my friend. Joe, where did he grab this food?
He's just humping the frog's mouth as he holds the frog with two hands.
Look at that guy.
Isn't that unbelievable?
He's so into it. He's like moving around.
It shows you what a male is.
Yeah, just a pig. He's medicking that fucking frog.
You think he killed the frog?
Yeah, he probably choked it. He probably gagged it with his big monkey dick. Oh my God!
What is he
He's
doing now?
fucking pile driving the frog. He's doing the pile driver. He cannot get enough of that frog mouth. How does he know to use a frog's mouth?
It just looks like it opens up. I put his fingers in it one time.
The kids are laughing their asses off at this. Oh, and the other big chimp's coming over and chases them away. Like, knock it off.
Enough already.
Doing fucking
What are you
that
doing?
frog's mouth.
Hey,
Make some soup out of that thing later.
I just retweeted the video if you want to check it out.
God damn,
on
is
my
that
Twitter.
fucked?
Isn't that amazing?
That is just fucked.
Yeah, someone sent that to me over the weekend. Fucking just, I thought I've seen most of the videos on YouTube at this point, but I guess not.
Wow.
Anthony, moving on. Earthquake during the Padres game last night.
Yeah, I heard that on the way in.
I guess we got some audio of the announcers talking about the earthquake.
Yeah.
Not a big deal like the big one out there in San Francisco during the World Series.
No, it was a 5-point something, but those have been known to just like rip apart third world countries, and they happen in Southern California. It's like, meh, well,
yeah, we'll take a little break from the
fuck
game.
it. Yeah.
We just had an earthquake, boys. Feel it?
Mm-hmm.
We're shaking. Yes. Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah, you betcha.
You betcha.
It's going. It's still going.
Still a pretty good rumble going.
Applauding an earthquake.
Well, how awful are the other announcers?
Yeah.
Still going.
Yeah, that's felt throughout the ballpark, and some minor after rolls as we had a little side-to-side shakeroo. I thought that was you doing the funky chicken at first.
But the people are loving the earthquake. They're loving the earthquake. The is out. Right.
The announcers, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's all you got?
Oh.
It's terrible, right?
I think it was
good gravy.
bad.
Oh. Yeah.
I didn't want them to oversell it, but still.
Yeah. They were probably a little scared. Didn't want to
you think?
say. Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck.
Thinking
all right.
like, well, I still
Hopefully.
feel that the stadium could collapse and
Right.
we'll be under rubble.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, in a country like the U.S. of A., we know how to build stuff. So it don't just fall down.
A lot of earthquakes this year.
Yeah? You think the big one?
Well, people are
Think
saying
the big one's coming? What did Michio Kaku say?
People saying same amount of earthquakes as usual.
Oh, really?
I don't know. It seems like there's one every
more
other
news
day.
coverage, though.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is.
If you look at a map of like California, you'll just see every fucking hour there are earthquakes somewhere. Yeah, maybe not big ones, and maybe they're in the middle of the fucking Mojave Desert, but yeah, they're like everywhere.
You ever feel an earthquake?
Yeah, once when I was a kid in California, but it wasn't like anything. It just felt like it was just a jarring thud.
Isn't that creepy though?
No, because I didn't know what it was until it was over.
Oh, really?
I thought my sister fell out of bed or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never felt an earthquake.
Then I looked over on my side and saw she was still there. Sorry, Dawn. I'm implying I was fucking my sister.
Oh. Hell, I like you.
Nick in Jersey. Nick.
Hey, guys.
Hi, buddy.
Good morning, boys.
What's going on?
Anybody else disturbed by the kids' voices in that frog video?
They were enjoying it. They were enjoying the chimp raping the frog.
A good laugh.
They were
How many
like-
you think went into the woods and like gave it a whirl, found a frog, and
Kids?
said, "You know what? Saw the monkey doing it. What the fuck?"
I realize radio is a visual medium. You know, we're watching these videos, but I don't know. Those kids kind of creep me out listening to that.
Yeah, it was a little creepy.
They thought it was hilarious.
Oh, how creepy
All
is
right,
that?
bunch you out.
Would you fuck a frog?
No, I'm not into animals at all. I did when I was a very young kid. I took my cat John. I took his nose and I just rubbed it on my asshole and farted. I'll never forget him trying to back out, like his face was getting smushed because he was trying to pull away, and I held his nose against my asshole and went.
Why would you do that?
You're such a weirdo.
Why would
He
you
was so,
do that?
why wouldn't you? Is the question. He was so unhappy, backing up. You ever see a cat backing up? His like ears are pressed against his cheeks as he's trying to get out. I'm just holding him like back between my legs. Why? Right on his nose.
Did he make a little face? Was he making that like ugh?
No, he
cat
backed.
face?
I let him go and he just ran away.
Oh, those brown whiskers. It's terrible.
What? We got cops calling. They saw horrible stuff with kids. Why would that be good for the show?
I want to know that. Stop it.
Now that I mention it,
Stop
though,
it.
should we go with this?
Ugh.
You bet.
Nick in Illinois.
Hey, what's up, guys? I can't
Illinois.
believe I'm actually awake early enough to hear the show live. I'm going to E3, and I know it's an hour ago when you were talking about it, but Tiger Woods isn't even the only cover athlete on Tiger Woods Golf, and it's not some chick sipping from his mule either. It's some other golfer, and John Daly has his own golf game coming out, too.
We certainly don't have a match because that's not why I took your call, but okay. First year that Tiger's not the only one on the cover. I did notice that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But you see this. It says, cop saw something horrible with kids neglected. Are you Nick?
Yeah, that's me, but I haven't seen anything that gross since I was a little kid.
See? Oh.
What
But it's also line 3 has the same thing typed in it.
All right, let's try line 3. What's your name, sir?
Nate.
Nate from Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. How you guys doing?
Good, man.
Hello.
Hey, actually, why I called was, and I love your guys' show, and congratulations on the little boy, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
Uncle Paul.
Instead of asking,
Gotta be more specific with that,
sir.
Right. Sir.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if Jimmy's not doesn't feel like I'm trying to poke him with a stick and make him perform, I had a really bad night. I got to work a double shift, so I got to work 24 hours, and I got 12 to go. I seen some horrible stuff with some kids early this morning, and like a Ginspiration or two would really kind of help it out, like the next 12 hours.
Whoa.
Because you've seen some bad things?
What horrible things did you see with kids?
Okay, well, I don't really want to go in too much, say too much, or like where I'm at or anything, because I'm actually listening to you in my Bluetooth headset. I got a disturbance call. Went over there. There was like 8 to 9 kids. Absolutely no food in the house. Pit bulls everywhere. I had to wear a mask to go in because of the smell of the feces and the urine. The refrigerator is full of nothing but beer. Absolutely no food anywhere in the house. But I did manage to find a half ounce of cocaine and $2,700 in the house.
All right.
White or black?
How much did you take?
It was malt liquor. Take a guess.
Yeah. So you guys yanked the kids out of there? Maybe give them a chance at a life?
Absolutely. Yeah, that was there was actually a 6-month-old little girl that was there. She was infested with head lice so bad that it was actually dug into her eyelashes because the little girl didn't have enough hair for the lice to stay in.
You know, if you feed a child, you feed your spirit.
Damn. Wow. That's look at him. He liked that one.
That's
That was a good one.
You got anything on lice?
Child, you
Maybe
feed your
lice.
spirit.
Lice. I don't know if you can make that positive. Lice. Thinking lice.
Away.
Digging in. Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably a bad idea.
That doesn't work.
If you get rid of the lice, you'll no longer feel lousy.
And that'll help you, right, Nate? You sick fuck.
Absolutely, dude. I got, like I said, I got another 12 hours to go, and
you
I'm
probably...
as soon as I get home, I'm gonna grab my little girl and hug her, and I suggest anybody who's got kids do the same, man, because that was
all right.
I never want to see anything like that.
Yeah.
Well, if you got another 12 hours, you probably got another fucking 12 calls. That'll be exactly the same thing.
Did you just use that line? Everyone go home and hug a kid?
Yeah.
Your
Hug
kid?
Hug your kid.
And
Uncle Paul.
consider yourself lucky?
Oh, Anthony.
That's what it really should be. Sounds like the bit just changed right in front of our eyes. All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right. Anthony Ronkonkoma.
Oh.
Anthony.
One of
Hey, what's
Colin's
up, guys?
favorite places.
Well, I figured if the earthquake happened in Yankee Stadium, it would be a monstrosity from Mother Nature.
Yeah. John Sterling
kinda
would
what
call
you're
the
saying,
earthquake
yeah.
a little differently. Yes. Very good, sir. Very good.
All right, punch it out.
All right.
Oh, God, Steve from Bayshore. I can't even say it, but...
What happened?
It's just another thing. Sort of anti-Semitic. He's very funny. That's Steve from Bayshore, isn't he?
He's a hoot.
He's quite the card. You're quite the caution. My goodness. Oh. Yeah.
We got an update on Gary Coleman. He's still dead, yes.
All right. I was just going to say.
He's still rotting away, by the way. They're going to finally cremate him maybe tomorrow. They're waiting for some old girlfriend to see him for the last time.
What?
Some other chick he liked that he left all his shit to, but then on a napkin he said, leave all my shit to this new broad, this Shannon Price.
That napkin never works.
You don't think it's going to work?
Never.
Hope not.
And there's a 911 call from the same broad from March.
What?
Shannon Price in March called 911 over Gary Coleman.
What'd she hit him with that time? Anything?
You're still thinking she has something to do with it?
Yes.
I think they're saying no way.
Nah. I say way.
You say way.
Yeah.
So we go back to March, and Gary Coleman's wife calls 911.
What's the problem there?
Well, my husband freaked out last night, called the cops. They were going to arrest him, but they didn't. He's freaking out again, hitting his head on the wall, knocked the fan over. He's just being crazy again.
Is he suicidal?
Yeah, he's suicidal, but I just don't know what his problem is.
Does he have any weapons?
No.
Has he been drinking?
No.
Has he been doing any drugs?
No.
Is he being physical with you?
No.
Okay. Does he need medical attention?
I don't know. I know he hit his head on the wall a couple times, and he hit it on the heater a few times.
Okay.
He's knocked the heater over.
Is he bleeding or having any cuts or anything?
He has one from a while ago when he fell, but he just doesn't need to be here. He's just acting crazy.
She is the worst 911 caller ever.
I think so.
Just the worst 911 caller.
What is
she doing?
What a strange relationship these
Yeah.
two had, huh?
Oh,
or maybe
horrible.
maybe going with what you're thinking, that this was the setup.
Yeah, the setup.
You know what I mean? You call 911 a few times before you actually do the crime.
No, he's hitting his head.
He's hitting his
yeah.
head, see?
And he fell and hit his head. He's acting crazy.
So then when the real hit comes...
Yeah.
Look,
you have something
look,
on
I
record.
called you guys in March telling you that this guy was crazy and hitting his head.
Oh, it's all fucking making sense now.
The call continues.
He freaked out on me last night for no reason. I was gone all day. Came back at like 10. And, the cop told him flat out. He's like, you have a warrant out for your, for not going to court. And, they just need to take him away.
And this was yesterday that you had
this? This was last night.
What was he doing last
night? Well, it was like this morning. Same thing. Freaked out on me, threw the heater, threw the fan down. And then I told him, he's like, I'm just going to go commit myself. I said, then why don't you call the ambulance to come get you, And I was like, call him. He actually called and was like, give me a f***ing... He was rude as hell on the phone.
Okay.
I have a friend over here, and my friend was here when it happened last night, And,
okay, and he's not being physical with you?
No.
Okay. What's his name?
Gary Coleman. And the cop was good to him last night, and, told him, calm down, lay down, this will be better later in the morning. And he's still acting all crazy, so.
Okay.
I don't know, what to do. I don't know, I just don't need this right now.
Right.
I don't need this right now.
Gary Coleman. That's what's so odd when they say the name.
I know.
You expect that, yeah.
Was that his wife? You're
wife?
thinking what I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking the operator would say something like, the Gary Coleman?
What you talking about?
Yeah, that's Shannon Price. This is from March.
Oh, I don't need this right now.
She's
what a
terrible.
Twat. What a fucking twat.
I don't need this right now. Obviously, he's in, distress.
Yeah.
Obviously, something's going on with the guy you supposedly love. You don't need this right now.
That guy'd be fucked up.
And then he was telling the officer last night, he's like, if I just come at you, just shoot me. Like, he's crazy.
Right.
He's crazy. He has problems.
Are there any weapons in the house?
No.
Okay.
And I told the officer last night, I said, look, I'm on probation, okay? I said, I can't deal with this shit.
Right.
He threw me in jail already for nothing, and yeah, I just can't, I'm trying to straighten my life out. I'm trying to help him because, he has so many medical problems. And, I thought it'd be kind of mean if I just left,
Right.
Because he would just die. And, he was freaking out on me last night because he's all, I just want my driver's license. Well, your driver's license is suspended anyway because you have, the cops were telling me about that. I didn't know it was, but...
She's just having a conversation.
I have a friend over here, and he's like humiliating me in front of my friends, and, it's just bullshit. I don't know.
Okay. Does he look injured?
I don't know. I'm not going to touch him.
You don't know?
Because last time I tried to help him, he come after me.
Okay, yeah. Just stay away from him then. Okay, there should be an officer there. Let me know when you see him.
Yeah, right now. He just pulled up. You have great timing.
And then 3 months later, she calls again because he's bleeding to death. And she doesn't want to touch him because she's scared of blood and all that.
Yeah.
She's really hateable.
There's something going on there, man.
Yeah,
what
something.
the fuck is this about?
And they're waiting to creme it. His body is still laying out there.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Is he in the drawer in the fridge? Is that where they put him?
Yeah.
Jesus. Little mini fridge.
Yeah.
And the little bread drawer.
And the Coleman cooler, right? Have you ever seen that one on Twitter?
Shit.
What's his last name?
Yeah. Right, we get it. Stop already.
Oh, yeah. We do have breaking news on the Gary Coleman. I forgot the other detail that came out yesterday. Mac in South Carolina, thanks for the help. What do you got?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey.
Hi.
Nice to talk to you. I used to live in Jersey, and it's like talking to old friends hearing you on the radio. It's very nice.
Right.
I heard on the news this morning, I think it was MSNBC, he did not want to go quickly if he was ever in the hospital. Something about, he said, don't ever pull the plug on me. I want to live. And as soon as he was in, she was like, can I kill him yet? Can I kill him yet? So you might want to, do a little searching online. But I think it was MSNBC real early this morning. I'm up like 4:30.
No, it was yesterday. Basically, Gary Coleman didn't want anyone pulling the plug on him.
Mm-hmm.
That came out yesterday.
Well, yeah, so that's all I got.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Hey, Jimmy.
Just like an old friend.
Yeah, wow, that worked well. Hey, Jimmy, click. What the fuck is that?
Hope his phone's cut off because the Israelis fucking bombed it.
Wow. Yeah. When are we doing the lie detector thing?
Like within about an hour.
Is this legit?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we got a legit.
What kind of lie detector? Is it just like is there a real one?
Yeah.
With the little needles that make the lines on the paper that no one knows what the fuck it means?
You want to talk to Derek real fast?
Yeah, kind of.
Is he around?
Does he know yet?
Yeah.
He knows? Is he prepared? Has he ever taken a polygraph?
All right, you know what? We'll talk to Derek after the break because they found the fishing audio. Ooh. It's not long, right?
No, it's like 2 minutes if I got the
It's
right
perfect. Yeah. Let's play this as we go to break. We'll talk to
Alrighty.
Derek, the intern, next about his lie detector test that's coming up a little later this morning. Is there anything worse than fly fishing?
Not awful.
I guess he was in that. You know something?
I know someone's going to call and now defend it, but
maybe when you've ravaged entire villages with gasoline bombs, you have to just pick a peaceful river to just kind of make amends with God. I don't know. Maybe that's what goes through his head when he's fly fishing.
By hooking other animals in the face and pulling them out for no reason. Way to be peaceful, Ted. What the fuck? You just keep throwing. How did the fish ever get it?
Jimmy's mad.
I'm mad too. See, I knew we'd get one. Brent in Oklahoma. Brent.
Hey, Alan, I love you guys.
Thanks, sir.
I'm just going to straighten you out on this fly fishing deal. It's a little more intelligent fishing than fishing with a lure or dragging.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Intelligent fishing. How smart do you have to be to beat this animal psychologically? Picture yourself in a diner and you order cake. And you eat it, and a minute later you turn around, and there's a big metal hook on your plate, and then you go, oh, I guess I didn't eat my cake. And you put it in your mouth, and King Kong reels you through the window.
Jimmy,
what a dumb animal the fish is. What are you doing? It's just not a chess match, sir.
Jimmy, you were dumber than that fish, because I think after you ate, you would look back at the plate and say, holy shit, there's a shrimp left. I got to eat that. And you would eat it and get home.
I still don't get what the fly fishing's about, Ant.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm watching a video
of ice fishing.
Ice fishing. This guy is putting his arm in the water.
Yeah.
That they drilled through, and he's pulling up the fish.
Yeah.
His hand has to be frostbitten.
Yeah.
That is a giant fish he
Yeah.
just pulled out of there. What dumb fish. You're under the ice and you come up through a hole.
Yeah, doesn't it dawn on a fish?
That's how stupid fish are.
This is how dumb this animal is. You live under ice, and all of a sudden a hole pops up, and treats are dropped into it. That doesn't strike you as odd if you're a fish? Oh, look.
Right.
That's like walking around in a room and the ceiling opens up and candy is dropped and you go, oh, and you put your head up through. Who's the dropper of this candy? Their motives must be good.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus Sirius XM.
So we got an American hunting bin Laden with a gun and sword.
Well, he thought he was.
And they detained him finally in Pakistan.
Yeah, people don't. I don't know why they don't let people do this.
I don't know much about this one, Anthony. So what? An American decided to go over there and catch Bin Laden on his own?
Yeah, he claimed he was on a mission to hunt down Osama bin Laden.
How long has he been over there?
And he was arrested in northern Pakistan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how long he's been over there. He was detained in the mountains.
Fuck.
And
this could be the bravest guy ever.
Or just some nut.
True.
You know, he could just be some kooky guy. He's like 52 years old. I guess he just decided, you know something? Yeah, I'm bored.
Yeah, he wasn't there too long. It says that he arrived as a tourist on June 2nd.
It's his third time over there, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, third time going to
Or
Pakistan.
maybe he was doing a little recon.
You're given
first.
police protection when you go there.
Yeah.
Into these remote regions, and they said they got suspicious when he checked out early and didn't tell the cops.
Ah.
So he probably just checked out and fucking...
What's his backstory, though? Do we know who this guy is?
Is he ex-military? Is he...
Yeah, exactly.
Is he just some fucking guy? Just some dude that decided, I want to try to... I'll give it a shot. The military hasn't been able to do it. Yeah, let me give it a shot.
I'm going to give it a try.
He's going to Rambo that motherfucker.
He's got to blend in.
It's a construction worker.
Just a construction worker. See, that makes sense.
Fucking A.
He's just bored. He's fucking they're probably thinking, I'm just going to go over there and try to kill that motherfucker.
Good for him.
That's cool.
So what happens now that they detained him?
Yeah, they'll probably just throw him out of the country. Not let him back in.
That's about it?
Yeah, what are they going to do?
Should we do the lie detector test on the air? I know Kenny was saying that they might...
Oh, yeah, no, we got it all figured out.
Okay.
It'll work.
All right.
Because I don't know who's listening right now. We got it all figured out.
Okay.
We're not going to talk to Derek beforehand, no, because that might affect it.
Yeah.
And then we got everything else that they're working on right now.
It's fun to watch him
Do they
squirm.
know the...
Maybe...
the questions?
We don't know shit, man. We're all in the dark.
But, I mean, who wrote up the questions? Because without the proper questions...
Well, I know who
Oh,
didn't.
fuck.
I was...
Wait,
we
where's
know.
Steve? Let's get Steve. Holy
Okay.
shit. Anthony, you know what? I thought we had it all figured out, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
if the
'cause-
questions are wrong, this bit's going to suck.
Yeah.
We got a new intern, Derek, that is a bit racist when it comes to tweeting.
Yeah.
And he explained it's because, he's been bothered with at least 40 times or close to 40
He
times.
says he was robbed and assaulted
Tell
like
Derek-
40 times.
Tell him not to listen. Tell Derek not to listen.
Yeah.
Derek's not listening out there, right? He should not be listening to the show whatsoever today. Okay.
Okay.
So who wrote up the questions, Steve? Anthony wants to know, and that's a great question.
They're not. I don't think they're written up yet. I think we're waiting till Dan, the lie detector guy, gets here to tell him the backstory, so we can frame the questions better. Because from what I understand, he's got to know what they are beforehand.
Who has to know what they are?
The subject, Derek,
has to know what the questions are beforehand.
Right. You can't spring anything on him.
Because they say that maybe... What I'm saying is you should have questions anyway, and then let Dan rephrase them however he wants to, but there should be questions written up.
Yeah,
He
we should have questions to give to the guy,
Yeah.
and he could phrase them how he wants, but we need to know if he was lying about being assaulted.
Is
so
he really a
many times.
racist, or is he just trying to be shocking? I'd
Yeah,
like to know.
something about his racism, and does he have a thing against black
Sam's
people?
been listing been putting together a list of all of the
questionable
questionable
Yeah,
offenses.
because we want to ask him about. He said he
Yeah.
has a scar on his chest. Do you have a scar on your chest?
Did something happen that would have left a scar on your chest? Just
The
things
iPod
like that.
thing.
Yeah, was your iPod?
Are you? Did you really
Stolen.
work for your uncle with mortgages?
Right,
in the middle of the night.
right.
All that shit.
Right.
So, where's Sam?
See, they say that they should do it away from us because
Sam!
of reactions, but I kind of want to see him get the test done.
No. Shh. We got to figure it out.
Okay.
Sam.
Yeah.
You're on top of this?
Yes. I didn't hear what Steve was saying.
All the bullet points of what we need to ask this kid?
Yeah, I mean, you want...
About the mortgage thing, the iPod thing,
Yes.
the scars on his body,
Yeah.
how he got the scars on his body,
The dent on his leg.
the dent on his leg,
Yeah.
the nick on his cheek.
I'm assuming they have to be yes and no questions, but yeah, I mean, all those will...
Yes.
All right, but all the key things from the
Yeah,
interrogation
I've
yesterday.
been compiling a
Okay,
sheet.
all right. So you guys are on top of it.
So
So
let's
you
do much
guys should write up the questions now, so we can take a look at the questions, and then we'll adjust a little bit before this all goes down.
I print them out for you
within
right
the
now.
hour.
I'll go grab them.
Okay.
There's a bunch of yes nos too, like are you wearing a red shirt? Do you have brown
Yeah,
hair?
they
Like
do
things
that.
that they
They set
have
'em
no
up
definite
first.
answer.
But that
Yeah, I'll leave that to him.
Yeah,
though.
that guy will take care of it. I'm
Yeah, they
sure
get
if he's an
those-
expert.
Okay.
Those
Okay.
setup questions.
And also, Sam,
Yeah, okay.
It's okay. He can't hear.
Yeah, I turned it down out there.
Oh, okay. We want to film him.
You want me to video him?
Well, but it's got to just be set up in there so he doesn't know.
Yeah, just videotape it, and
yeah,
I want to be able to hear it.
We'll be able to hear it.
Oh, we can hear it in the air.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna
got it all figured out.
Mars is setting it up now, so we can match the two studios together.
I go to get a pretzel. I missed the whole.
I
missed the whole thing. Like I tell you about every offer, Mike.
Yeah, I'll figure out some kind of video thing.
All right, we're on top of it. It's fine.
Yeah.
When does it go down?
The guy's supposed to get here anytime within the next 20 minutes, so we'll get him set up and then
sooner than later. We don't want to wait.
Yeah,
we're kind of anxious to get this done.
I'll bring in the questions now.
I think crock of shit.
Now
That's
you're
what
just
I'm
going
thinking.
complete crock of shit.
Crock of shit.
I'm thinking maybe one incident.
I just think he's
one
giant crock.
I'll bet he's been bullied. And I'll bet he had a couple of robberies here and there. He's probably been had guys grab his shit.
I don't know about that. I think he's been bullied, but I think he's over dramatized anything else. I think he's been bullied, yes, but as far as robberies and things like that, and him running from people that are chasing him with knives and box cutters, and I'm not buying that.
That might be
shit.
bullshit.
Yeah, I think that's baloney.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's had a knife pulled on him before. Again, because if you're living in Brooklyn on the trains at night, that's not that far fetched. You get robbed, you're a skinny guy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 40 times.
No.
He's probably had a couple of fights, gotten bullied a bunch of times, just picked on or eyeballed down, and fucking had his stuff taken a few times.
Because he really doesn't like black people.
Well, you know, Ed, after the
believe
show yesterday, I was kind of hanging out in the lobby just a little bit, and I saw him step aside very uncomfortably of two large black gentlemen that work here.
Yeah, I did the same thing when I was walking out.
You did the same thing.
That's not a problem.
But he was, you could see how uncomfortable he gets as soon as he sees a black guy.
Let's see some of these.
All right, we got the questions in front of us.
Are you Hispanic?
Are you unhappy that you
aren't white?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been robbed 40 times there? Did you once have your iPod stolen? Did you work for your uncle as a receptionist?
Well, you got to make it in the mortgage thing there.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That a little more detail.
And also about the iPod. Okay, no, let's finish this. Maybe you have it already.
And also the mortgage thing. Did you work in the middle of the night? Because he said he was coming home from working at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I got that. Did you take the 3 a.m. bus home?
From work.
From work. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Did a man cut you with a box cutter in an attempted robbery? Sam covered everything.
Are you afraid of black people?
Mm-hmm.
Were you twittering racial remarks before your internship?
We are getting reports that his racial tweets. Love Buzz just did some history on his Twitter, and apparently his racial tweets started the day after he got the email from Steve saying he was accepted to this internship.
Ah.
Is Love Buzz in today?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to talk to Love Buzz.
Have you ever lied to Opie and Anthony? I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a
Love
good one.
Buzz.
Where's stupid
You're the
Love
one
Buzz?
that started this whole bit.
You threw him under the bus.
So give us the history of Derek and how this all came about.
Well, I had yeah, I had a bad feeling about him that he was lying since he was a big fan of the show.
And what's your position here again?
Executive intern.
That's right.
So my job is to throw him under the bus.
He got that dumb title now.
Remember?
Do you know how useless that is?
No, we
Well,
had
I'm just gonna throw it on resumes for
I
shits
know.
and giggles.
Okay. We had a whole discussion.
Yeah.
We had to
Shits
make
and
him
giggles.
the executive intern. Yes.
Well, these are all his tweets before May 26th. There's no racism in it. And May 26th is the day all the new interns got an email from Steve saying that you guys can come in June 1st.
Look at his evidence he came in with.
Wow.
And I kind of figured out he was a liar. Well, one day we were talking about Howard Stern. He said he didn't like Stern too much. I said I was kind of listening to him a little bit. I didn't mind.
Baba Booey.
I guess so. And he said, you know what? He should be in the Radio Hall of Fame. And this tweet on May 25th says, Howard Stern in lead for Radio Hall of Fame? What the fuck? That's bullshit. The man who placed a gag order on you guys? And he told me that he should be in the Hall of Fame. So that right there told me he's a liar.
So you're seeing a big difference pre and post internship.
Yeah.
So you're thinking that anything he said post internship is bullshit.
Yeah.
There's nothing about black people in any of his early
Nothing.
tweets, and nothing about robberies.
It's all in
and
here.
Spookville, as he said
No.
yesterday, and
He was just over-exaggerating.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you on this one.
Look at Love Buzz doing all the research.
Good work. He's got a dossier on this motherfucker.
You don't like Derek?
It's not that I don't like him. I just don't like liars.
Yeah. huh?
And I saw he was a liar, so I had to fuck with him. All the other interns are fine, though.
How would you know he was a liar? I mean, now you got the evidence to prove it, but what gave you the idea? You know what I mean?
Well, when he came in, he said he was a big fan.
Right.
So I thought, well, he's going to try and get on the air any way possible. That was the first thought that got in my head.
And that bothers you because you want all the...
Well,
Love Buzz realized that because he tried to do it and it didn't work for him.
Oh, see.
well, that's...
But
I
you're
guess
on
so.
now. You found a way on the air now.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But
This
Good one.
Columbo shit you're doing.
Yeah. Fucking guy.
What?
Columbo. Yeah. Good work.
What else you got on him? See, I'm trying to extend your segment here.
Yeah,
It's not
well,
working.
Yeah, all
Do you
you're doing is
understand what's
rifling
trying-
through the same two
Yeah,
pages.
exactly.
pretty much all I have is a month before he started here, no racist tweets, Steve's email on May 26th, and this Howard Stern thing.
Okay.
That's what I got in him so far.
And now a lot of racist tweets.
Yeah. Just race. It's just some horrible stuff going on here.
Yeah.
I see you wearing a South Park shirt today.
Oh, yeah, I love South
And
Park.
and let's not forget, Love Buzz is a big Lakers fan.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been watching the games? They could be knocked out today. It could be over.
They got
Celtics could
3-2?
win. Yeah, Celtics could win the fucking championship tonight. What are you thinking?
Hopefully not. I like the Lakers.
What do you think of the series so far? What's your thoughts on it?
Sucks they're getting fucked up. Like, the Celtics defense has been, like, tearing them apart. That's what I've seen. Oh, this is going to be another stupid Love Buzz bit, isn't it? That's cool.
It's not that it's... I don't know. You said you were a huge Lakers fan, and,
Well,
and then
not
we
a-
discovered that you really weren't even watching them as they're trying to win the NBA championship. Are you watching the games?
Not too much. I just read on ESPN.
But you're a huge...
What kind of Laker
How
fan
are you a huge fan, then?
Oh, I'm not too much of a huge fan. I just like this shirt that I got. I'm going to be honest.
And what about the South Park shirt? Do you...
I love South Park.
Yeah, what do you like about South Park?
Just like the raw humor they have.
The raw
The
humor.
raw humor. Yeah.
Raw humor.
Yeah.
What does that
Could
mean?
you give us an example?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, well, I don't want to say it, but the N-Word Man episode where Stan's dad started off on Wheel of Fortune, and he says, like, what bothers him.
People who annoy us.
Yeah, people who annoy us, and he
Yes.
said N
say it.
instead of nagger. I don't. All right, he said nigger instead of nagger. That was one of my
Spelled
favorite
with an
episodes.
A, right.
Yeah.
But God, that was after Michael Richards, by the way. What a genius! The whole country was thinking that was the word.
Yes.
And then you didn't even think naggers. It didn't even occur to you.
Smart.
Nope, naggers. You're like, oh.
That was really brilliant.
All right, little Buzz, I tried. We're going to cut our losses. So.
Yeah, I
All
love
right.
Buzz.
Thanks for the research,
No
though.
problem.
Yeah, that part was good.
Yeah. No, you did fine. You're getting short doses.
Now go get your fucking shine box.
This dry ass sandwich is fucking horrible.
What'd you get?
Is it dry turkey? Nothing
yeah.
worse than dry turkey.
turkey is hit or miss, my friend.
Turkey on with a little tomato
You got
on
to
wheat
slobber
bread.
some mayo on turkey every time.
I need deli mustard. They got me yellow. Who went for this?
Oh, what's wrong, Kenny?
It's nobody's fault but mine. I'll get you another sandwich.
Turkey's mayo.
I'll buy it.
Turkey's mayo.
I don't use mayo. Fuck that. It's too
And,
fattening.
well, yeah, a little dab will do you.
Who wants my rest of my turkey?
Ow!
Give it to one of the guys. I'll pay for the other sandwich.
Oh, what a guy.
Wow, you're a really nice guy, Jimmy.
Hold on one
Giving
second.
up your dry turkey sandwich.
I know. And a pretzel. I act like I'm a real philanthropist.
How dry do you want to get? A dry turkey sandwich and a pretzel.
I really did act like I was adding a fucking wing to a children's hospital.
Giving up your dry sandwich because you didn't want to eat it because it was too dry.
I know, it's horrible.
You're just a treat.
Pass the sandwich around. Let everybody see it.
If there's any moisture in it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. No, turkey is mayo. Ham is mustard.
Right.
That's how you operate. Turkey with mustard doesn't work.
I love mayo, but I have not eaten mayo in years on purpose. Everything without mayo. I want some spicy mustard. On my turkey.
A turkey. I saw Forgy last night on TV. Forgy.
I was saying that with some other word to my chick. We were talking about something. It was whatever it was. I think it was turkey. It was something. I'm like, why am I saying? Oh yeah, forgy.
Turkey.
Forget it. She's not getting it. She's just like, what?
She doesn't understand.
No.
All right.
Crap.
Bob Etheridge. Let's talk about Bob Etheridge.
What the fuck is that?
Who is this fucking guy there, Danny? You pulled this one.
But
Democrat from North Carolina.
Yeah, he's a congressman from North Carolina.
Republican?
No,
Dem.
Oh, is it this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Democrat, sorry.
Approached by a guy, and the guy was probably doing some kind of a partisan thing because he was approached by a guy with a video camera.
He was a student, right?
I don't know if he was a student or not because his face is blurred out. He claims to be a student, but he was probably trying. He was like on Breitbart again, probably kind of like the Acorn thing with it, you know. But still, he walked up and he goes, "How do you feel about Obama's agenda?" Mm-hmm. Kind of an inflammatory question, but the reaction was completely uncalled for.
People are really calling these politicians out these days. They are just getting them. They're getting them on their way to work, on their way out of their houses, putting video cameras in their face, and asking them questions and making them accountable to the public.
Yeah,
which they should be, and they cannot deal with it. They don't know what the fuck to do when there's a camera in their face by an average citizen. If it's the press, it's one thing. Average citizen, and there's a problem.
They're used to each other.
Yeah, there's the
lie detector guy just walked
lie
by.
detector
Sorry,
guy.
sorry.
Yeah, but it's just they have no idea what to do when it's their constituents.
You're right.
They don't know how to deal with people.
And the reaction was totally uncalled for. And it's like this guy apologized. He should be charged with assault. And fucking, but you can't and it's like, again, I'm not defending Sarah Palin. I understand people hate her, but can you imagine how the mainstream media would paint it if Sarah Palin had grabbed some fucking
grabbed his balls.
Oh, yeah, and squeezed and released.
Oh.
Squeeze and release. But if she had grabbed some young, like, Brown University or very liberal college student and done that, it would be headline news on every network.
Yes.
Instead, they're talking about Sarah Palin and whether she got breast implants.
Yeah, that's what they care about as opposed to this guy.
You think she got the breast implants?
She said no, so probably not. Because if you're caught lying, it's more embarrassing than admitting you got them. She got kids. At least you have an excuse.
Maybe she did it herself.
You do that. With a padded bra. Brazieri.
Yeah, maybe she's got a little pump-up bra or something.
Pump-up brazieri. Yeah, let me see this. I got to see this clip.
All right, here we go.
Hi, Congressman. How are you? Do you fully support the Obama agenda?
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
I'm here for a project, sir.
Tell me who you are.
We're just here for a project, sir.
Tell me who you are.
We're just here for a project.
I don't care about
please let go of my hand.
Tell me who you are.
I'm just a student, sir.
From. Tell me who
We're
you
just
are.
students. That's all we are.
I have a right to know who you are.
Sir, all we are is students.
So am I. Who are you? Who are you?
Please let go of my arm,
sir. Who are you?
Sir, please. Congressman, sir. Please let go of me.
Who are you?
Okay.
I would take my left fucking fist and hit this fucking guy.
Who are you? You represent me, motherfucker.
Exactly.
He's strong-arming his right.
Who am I? I'm your boss, asshole. He's worked for me.
He's holding his right arm aggressively. I would take my fucking left.
Oh, what a fucking cunt.
The press is, I mean, they've showed it, but they are not all over this guy. Again, I hate to cry liberal. I don't want to say the same shit, but God, how could you deny it? They're not fucking crucifying this guy.
Who are you?
But it's not done yet.
Who are you?
Watch the way he keeps grabbing him.
Yeah. Who are you? That would That's a bit right there.
Should we try it?
Put it with the Who music.
We might actually have to.
Derek will do it.
We might have to actually mix that one. Yeah. We can't do that on the fly.
Watch the rest of it because he keeps grabbing him. He's not done.
We got another clip here. Here we go.
That I apologize for my actions.
Oh, that's all we got?
Yeah, he actually grabbed him around the back of the neck.
Should I go with this, Danny, over here? All right.
Yeah, that's all we are. I have a right to know who you are.
Sir, all we are is students.
So am I. Who are you? Who are you?
Please let go of my arm,
sir. Who are you?
Sir, please.
Congressman,
sir,
let go of me. Who are you?
Okay.
Who are you?
These guys should press full charges on this scumbag.
I think he held back just enough where it would be tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's humiliating for this congressman.
you?
Who
are you? Who? Who are you?
Who you?
Who are you?
So then, of course, the apology has to come out. Another bullshit apology.
Yeah. That was that guy really. That was who he really is.
Yeah, of course. But then you get to hear this.
Hi, Congressman.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, Congressman.
I apologize for my actions. They were unacceptable. I've served the people of North Carolina for a long time. No matter how partisan and no matter how difficult things get sometimes, that's no excuse for my response. So I came today to say I'm sorry, I apologize.
Ugh. You hear the way he said, no matter how partisan. It's like he basically is going,
He
even
made
though
an
we know
excuse.
they deserved it.
Right.
What a fucking asshole.
I apologize. Meanwhile, he's saying, bah, they deserved it, but I shouldn't have done that, I guess. Fuck him. Who are you? Who are you?
What a jerk off.
It's like, who are you? You work for me.
Yeah.
You fucking represent me, dummy.
And the guy was wearing a suit. He wasn't. It's not like he said something nasty to the congressman. He wasn't,
He looked like a young Republican.
Ask him a question.
Goody gumdrops.
We wanted it answered immediately.
Who are you? We need to get that, right?
Yeah, I want to hear what that might sound like.
They should give term limitations.
Well, of course they should.
That's one of the biggest arguments, don't
Yeah.
Sam, what's going on?
Yeah, what's the deal?
We're very distracted. We really want to just do the lie
What's the
detector
skinny?
thing.
I know.
What's the skinny?
We're setting everything up. We're gonna have one mic in there. Okay. That you guys will have on. Okay.
Why are you whispering, Sam?
Because Opie's whispering.
Oh, secrets. If he jumped off a bridge, would you?
If he wanted me to.
Attaboy.
Probably would, yeah.
Yeah, you certainly would. You would suck my dick if I asked you.
Oh, I mean, would if.
Has, would again.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Attaboy.
No, we're gonna have one mic in there, so
Mike.
You won't.
Just
every time it's
ass
funny.
fucking holes.
The question should be somewhat audible, but we'll have the mic position so you can hear his answers best. The only thing is that we won't be able to ask all those questions.
Why?
Because it's limited. I guess it only works for a certain amount of time, and you have to set up stuff and everything. So we have to narrow that down to like 5 or 6 of those, which, I mean, we could probably do.
And we could ask more, too. It's like, tell them, look, this guy's not accused of raping an infant. It's just a fucking goof bit for a radio.
Exactly.
Had enough of these guys. Well, we have to have the lighting. Shut up. Just ask this fucking skinny thing of indiscriminate fucking race what exactly does he like blacks or not?
What his problem is.
Just do the bit so we can get to the end of the show today.
Exactly.
It's called fucking filling time until we get to go home.
Enough with those two sticklers for the rules in there.
Right.
Oh, technically. Shut up. Fucking spit on you.
Spit on you. Right. Yeah, he is being very professional about this.
When does this all go down?
Radio show.
Well, we're in the process of setting up now. It shouldn't take too long to set up. He's just on a laptop with some wires. I have to set up the surveillance camera.
Too bad we couldn't hook the thing up to his penis. Show him kitty porn. Does this do anything for you? How annoying your cock just gives you away. You know how much you must like kitty porn for, like, even with the device on you, your dick still goes,
yeah, I'm looking. Okay.
While we have you in here, Sam, pop culture, what's going on? What shows are you watching?
In pop culture, well, Hell's Kitchen is back.
Boo.
Last Comic Standing, of course.
You like the last comic? Was that the first episode last night?
No, Sunday night was the first
Oh,
episode,
okay.
but the 8 p.m. show that they aired last night was a 1-hour condensed version of the 2-hour show that was on
perfect.
Sunday.
So I know everything that's going on.
Right, you caught the meat and potatoes of it.
I sure
Although,
did.
what you didn't know, on Sunday night show, the 2-hour one, one of the people who auditioned for Last Comic Standing was the black guy from American History X in the prison who keeps saying Peckerwood. Remember, like, the guy who's friends with...
Yeah.
He auditioned for He's in Last Comic Standing.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he good?
He wasn't even that funny, no.
Who?
What's his name? He was in American History X.
Yeah.
He was the prisoner, the Peckerwood guy.
Oh, white guy.
Black guy. No, black guy.
He
That was
kept
helping
calling
him
him a
fold
pecker.
the-
Well, that's
helping him fold the
Joe
sheets.
Torre's brother.
Yeah.
Okay, Guy Torre.
Guy Torre. That's his.
Yeah, Guy Torre has had done some. I don't know. I've never seen his act. I always thought Joe was funny.
But he made it. So he's in the
Yeah, he's in
whatever the round two.
Wow, all right. I'm surprised he's actually a name.
Yeah.
What's going on with the Jersey Shore?
Well, the
Kids.
Situation just came out with a rap song.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Why don't we have it yet?
Situation's rapping.
They only released like a 30-second preview of it.
He's good enough for us.
He's not even on the preview though.
What?
It's just because he did it with like 4 DJs.
Oh, come on now.
I didn't even hear his voice on it.
We got to hear it.
It's on
Come
TMZ.
now.
It's up on the TMZ.
We got to hear the sitch.
Yeah,
I wanna hear
I'm sure
it.
it's
Get
good.
it. Get it anywhere possible.
Well, apparently the full-length version is coming out later this week, and that
No, we
that's
need it
what
now.
I'm looking forward to.
Come on, that's got to be leaked somewhere.
Think it's good?
The situation. I bet it sucks a fucking monkey ass.
What is it? A frog?
Yes, it's a frog. He sits on it and lets it fucking lick his little asshole.
Fucking orangutans, chimps, monkeys rule.
Monkeys.
Simians rule.
They're monkeys.
You know what? Good point. Take the wig. Good fucking point. I got to ask Jimmy about this.
Oh.
So you got Kurt Metzger. You know him?
I do, yeah.
Is he a funny guy?
Yes, Kurt's funny. He's a really kind of a dark, creepy act, and he's on that Comedy Central cartoon. He's one of the leads.
Okay, so you got him and Mike DiStefano are on.
Oh, he made it, Kurt? Good.
And
I like Mike.
And this is why Take the Wig is watching, and Mike is a very funny comic. We haven't had him on the show in a while. I don't know what happened to him. He just kind of disappeared. We'll get him back on. But then he writes, but that show is enraging because they don't pick based on funny. They pick based on demographics. They're filling slots like every other reality show. I agree with Take the Wig. Because of Jim David, who got kicked off last night, he was, they showed him, but it was between him and some young female comic, and they picked a young female comic, and Jim David was obviously funnier.
And Jim David is nuts, and he'd be fun to watch. I'd love to watch Jim David in the house.
But they're getting the, specific comedians. You got the female comic, you got the weirdo comic, you got the sort of Dane Cook kind of comic guy, you got an ethnic comic guy.
Who else made it besides Mike and Kurt and that
Well, they have
chick?
what's her name who used to, I think, work for.
Did Rachel Feinstein make it?
I'm not sure about her. She used to work for Tough Crowd, I think. She's been in comedy for like 20 years. Kilborn?
Oh, Lori Kilmartin?
Lori Kilmartin.
I went to Iraq with Lori.
Okay.
Me, her, and
Yeah.
Kyle. Oh, I love Lori Kilmartin.
She's on the show.
Okay, good. She's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
So they should just be doing Last Comic Standing and just find the funniest people. Who gives a shit what category they fit into, and let's have a real competition.
Yeah.
With the people that signed up for the show. So I agree with you. Take the Wig. Yeah.
At least those three are pretty much veterans. Kurt's the newest of those three, and Kurt's been around probably for 10 years, maybe more. I mean, there's no brand new guys that can't do 10 minutes of material there.
There's somebody else I want to ask you about. Matter of fact, do you watch America's Got Talent? I fucking love this show. I don't even
watch
know
clips.
why.
I don't watch the.
But fucking Howie Mandel is hilarious.
I think Hell's Kitchen is on that day.
Oh really? And then you got Sharon Osbourne. She's a very good judge.
Yeah.
And then you got that Piers or whatever the hell his name.
He is supposed to be taking Larry King's place.
That's supposedly a rumor, according
Yeah.
to the paper today.
Yeah.
Yeah, supposedly that's a rumor.
I would have just called it fact.
But there was
I saw it.
There was a comic on America's Got Talent. I want to ask Jimmy about him. It's on YouTube if you want to find it for me really fast. He has a beard, and the video's doing very, very well.
So where he's from?
I think it was the New York auditions. That's why I'm wondering if you know this guy. If you put in America's Got Talent, and
So you just go up, do stand-up, sing, whatever you do?
whatever the fuck.
That's a hard gig. That's hard to go do stand-up. in that circumstance.
There's some fucked up people on this version of America's Got Talent. They got a young white rap kid. He's like 12 or something, and he has all the confidence in the world.
Is he good?
He's like a young version of Eminem. I don't know the rap shit. I'm not going to sit here and make believe I do, but it seemed like they loved him.
The
I mean, yeah, he's doing kind of hack rap stuff, but
But he's 11 or whatever he is.
yeah, he doesn't have a lot of life experience to draw from.
Up next and hoping to prove he has talent is 30-year-old graphic designer Doogie Horner.
What you gonna do for us today?
Nick, I'm going to do some stand-up comedy today.
Do
I got started in comedy.
He looks like Zach
accidentally.
Galifianakis with
I was just
thyroid
looking
cancer.
for something to do.
I just have to tell you something. We've had 40 different stand-ups on the show, and they've all been booed off the stage.
Wow.
You can go home now.
Okay.
So you can save yourself.
My bus ticket is for later in the evening. I actually can't go home now.
doesn't look like he's going to be funny.
Thank you very much.
What's your name?
My name is Doogie Horner.
And what have you come to do?
I've come to do some stand-up comedy.
Oh, Howie.
Doogie, you have 90 seconds to make us laugh.
Okay, great. I don't trust pregnant people. I feel like they're hiding something. Oh, have you guys... Already? I haven't even started.
The crowd is just tired. They're over it.
Everything I know I learned on the streets. Except breakdancing, which I learned at summer Bible camp. My friend asked me, he said, if you could be any animal, what animal would you choose to be? And I said, an eagle. And he said, why? So you could fly? And I said, no, so I could finally have sex with eagles.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Why are they just
Have you guys heard about the rise?
Is this Camden?
When I tell people I'm famous, nobody believes me. I'm unbelievably famous.
He's not
You
bad.
are terrible people. What's the matter with you? I have jokes I'm going to tell. Oh, forget it. I'm out of here. I'm going to come find you people. I'm going to hunt you down like bugs. And I'm going to squish you in your houses. This is the worst crowd I've ever performed for. I'm going to list of all your names. You are horrible people. That's an ugly shirt. Your wife has a funny hairdo. What's going on with your facial hair? You got a problem, buddy? I like you. I hate you. I like you. I hate you. I like you. You're cool. You guys are cool. You suck. Go home. You're great. This judge thinks I suck. I can see why. I'm going to lose my voice in 3 seconds.
Oh, I hate the British guy. We got it.
Yeah.
You're tough.
What do I have to do? Do I have to fight each of you personally? I don't understand. Celebrity judges, I swear to God, I came here with jokes to tell. I don't know if you heard any of them.
Hey, let me tell you, this crowd are like gladiators.
These guys are crazy. They're a bunch of animals. Except this guy. This guy's okay right there. 5th row.
You
know who I'm talking about.
Comedy is really, and I'm telling you this, is really, really tough. And it is tough to come out here, especially, quiet.
Lady, I'm not wild about you either.
Can I just say something?
He's winning them over.
Really funny.
Thank you very much.
This was the worst possible scenario for a comic. You sound funny. You look funny. You dealt with what you had to deal with. I think I think this is a moment that people will talk about, how they were turning on you, and you turned it right back on them. I think you are a talented man. I really do.
Appreciate that. Thank you. That lady disagrees, but...
You're very funny. You're a very ballsy guy. You held your own up there. And, hey, more power to you, really.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I hate to rain on the parade here,
Oh,
Doogie,
no
but the reason the audience turned on you is that actually you weren't very funny.
Okay,
That's why.
yes.
That's why
the
they
British
booed
guy.
you.
Oh, look out
Hey,
for
listen,
him.
it's hard. It was a little bit of a slow start, but in the worst possible scenario, he turned it around.
Comedians always make out that you've got the hardest gig in town.
I don't
It's
think.
not.
I'm just saying it
Not
is
that
hard. He's not backed up. I want to vote.
not
I'm
that
saying
hard.
yes. I want to see more. I want to see more.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Here's.
It's going to be a no from me.
And I am obviously going to say yes.
So he moves on.
Yeah.
The clip keeps going, but
Just the corny British Simon Ripoff. Is the guy's a cornball?
Yeah.
they're friends and all
No,
that crap.
I
Michael Lewis.
don't think
I guess he would have. Yeah.
cares.
I'm not a big fan of the British humor.
No, it's
Guy's funny though, right?
Yeah, he was okay. The Eagles line made me laugh.
That was good.
We got
Yeah.
sex with Eagles.
Tough place to do comedy though.
That's
obviously.
rough, yeah.
This first thing he says, they just start booing him.
Yeah.
And what the fuck is he supposed to do?
I like this damn show, man. I really do. And I got to tell you, as much as we beat the shit out of Nick Cannon, he sucks as far as a radio show host goes. But on TV, the goddamn guy is good.
Really? Is he?
Get on the
He
radio.
absolutely
He do?
sucks on the radio.
I disagree, but
I will be proven
Stop.
right on that
What are you
one.
doing? What? Are you just kissing ass to try to get a gig or something?
You got a demo tape over there?
Yeah, what do you got?
Sam's got a demo tape over at our old station.
Sam knows not to burn bridges. That's kind of smart.
It
from
is
one
smart.
hits DJ to another, I wouldn't,
Oh, well, that's true.
Oh, you're in that world now. I
whole
I
world.
get it. I get it. He sucks on the radio. Good on this show, though. A very good TV host for America's Got Talent. There you go.
I think our lie detector's almost ready. I got to get to the bottom of this.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Go
Steve,
check that out.
where are we at? Because
hook you
it'd be
up
nice
here.
if we break, come back
See
with
if you're
this.
white.
Or not.
I think if you took a break, you'd be able to come back with it because they need Sam in there just to go over the list of questions and streamline what's the list of most important first.
How about we hook you up and
Can we hook you up to
ask
a lie
you
detector?
one question?
We just want to ask one lousy question.
Something like
It's not what you think either.
Just
one lousy question.
One question.
How much money you got, Ant?
It's not what you think.
I got $100 if you pass the one lousy question test.
It's not
There
the
you
question
go.
you think.
Every time I walk in here, my nerves shoot off the charts.
One lousy question for $100 if it's.
I need diapers too.
And it's not the one he thinks. Which one do you think it is?
We want to ask you one lousy question.
Well, I would have to know what it was beforehand, right?
And I will write what I think the answer is going to be. And if you prove me wrong, you get that $100 that's in front of me.
What do you think the question will be?
One lousy question
No,
for Steve
no,
today.
it's not the "Are you gay?" question.
Oh, you do know the question.
Oh, okay.
One lousy question. Why, a little nerve?
I broke the machine.
A little too nerve-wracking. He would
It
probably
had never seen such a lie.
That fucking machine would start making noises, and Steve would strangle the machine and the guy giving him the test. Rip it out of the wall.
Dude, I say we do it.
I got $100.
Look him up.
If he passes, he gets
Come
my
up.
100.
Are you? No.
A producer.
Fake.
Where are we at with the Vuvuzelas?
Ugh.
Where are we
It's
at?
all they're doing on the news, by the way.
Where are we at? Where's our apps?
It's all over it.
People just tuning in. They don't even know what we
All
started
over it.
today.
Oh, man, I love
This is a there you go. The Vuvuzela app.
Why is that there?
Yeah, it's just like being at the World Cup in South Africa, right? Except without the AIDS, without all the AIDS. Yeah, this was great. Without the clitoral circumcisions. Well, imagine hearing this as you're just having your clit removed because women don't deserve pleasure. Oh, man.
What do you guys do? You look like Michael J. Fox trying to make a call.
We're shaking our iPhones. I'm tired. It's so, yeah.
You just got tired. All you have to do is shake your phone.
Oh, you're jerking off?
You're
What's
too
that
young to
for?
be tired.
Jacking
man.
off?
We are going to go to break. When we get back, we got Derek the intern being hooked up to a lie detector test. Try to figure out what was right and what was wrong from yesterday's conversation with that kid.
I think it's hard.
Let me have your attention for a moment. This is the Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus, Sirius XM.
I do believe we're set up for intern Derek, right? Sam, we're all set in the other room?
Yes, we are.
Now, here's our problem. If you weren't listening to yesterday's show, you're thinking, who gives a shit?
No. We're going to expose an intern. He's lying.
Yeah.
And we're going to make him look like a fool.
I guess we got to kind of recap what happened yesterday, Anthony.
Yeah. It's,
That's the way to do this.
New intern.
To bring in the new people that maybe weren't listening to that segment yesterday.
They'll catch on. New intern.
A little wacky.
Yeah, he's got a very high voice.
Very
Sounds
high.
like an idiot. And he was making some very racist Twitters.
Mm-hmm.
And then you confronted him about it on your Saturday show.
Oh, special delivery starring Sam and
Special
Dave.
delivery starring Sam and unemployed.
Correct.
And yeah,
Salmon bum.
Salmon box boy.
Salmon, what were you thinking? Like an idiot.
And you guys confronted him about it, and he said he was influenced by this program and, more importantly, by me personally, to be as horribly racist as he is on his Twitter. So we confronted him about that on yesterday's show, and he said the reason he is so racist is because he was robbed or assaulted about 40 times. And he said 99% of those times, black people did it. So he has...
Anthony didn't believe him. He didn't think that the estimation was high enough.
Yes. There could have been a .999.
I know. Good, there was good delivery on my part.
Yeah, so we talked to him a little bit about that, and then he said he had been robbed at knife point. They cut his face with a box cutter. He had scars elsewhere from these things. And we asked him about these scars. And you know what? He couldn't show us any. He was trying to point to nothing on his stomach and chest and say, oh, it was this. Here's where I was stabbed. And there were not one fucking mark on it.
Very similar to Eye Patch Guy.
He said he got hit with a baseball bat pipe.
Yeah. He said he got hit with a pipe in the leg and it made a dent in his shin.
He said stomach first. He said stomach right around here, and he looked for the wound. And then he said it was the leg.
And then he said went from pipe to baseball bat. His story fell apart. And then his story also fell apart. Jimmy used some great interrogation procedure on him.
That's right.
And made him repeat something, part of the story, as if you hadn't asked it before.
And I gave him the false... Because he said he had been robbed on 6th Avenue. And so I said, where did you get robbed? He said, by this library. I'm like, that was on 5th Avenue, right? And he'd go, yeah, on 5th Avenue.
So, I mean, he completely cheesed it. So we're thinking, bullshit. Bullshit! And then somebody had the idea, hey, why not put him on a lie detector? And that's it. So now he's in that room.
He's not in there yet.
Lie detector guy. Oh, well, lie detector guy's in there.
He is.
And we're gonna get to the bottom of this scientifically.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
He's ready to be escorted into the room whenever you two see fit. Or 3, I should say. Sorry, Mr. North.
No, please. No offense taken.
No offense taken. Oh, is this the room?
You still use more brain resources to make up a lie.
What are they talking about in there?
I think it's the science behind.
More energy. It's like when a processor works. Your computer
Who's he talking to?
Himself.
Talking to the other guy's cock.
He's talking to the machine. Hi, you're my friend.
Yes, hello, Joshua.
Lie detector, Joshua.
All right, get him in there.
Okay.
Just unplug the goddamn thing. Get him in there. Who's he talking to?
Please tell me he's by himself in there.
Oh.
Just rambling on.
Like fucking Private Pile in Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, yeah. Great if he just starts blurting out the worst racist stuff ever.
Gotcha.
Sam going in?
Yeah, he just told them we're getting him.
Right.
And there's Derek. Oh, my God. It's like he's being executed. Look at him.
Yeah.
All right. It's time.
I know.
I could say he looks like a relief pitcher.
They're
Looks like a
escorting.
finisher, yeah.
Is he talking to himself in there?
No, he's got another guy with him.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
he does? Lovers?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Derek's entering the room.
This is Derek.
Hey, Derek, I'm Dan. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
How are you? This is Jason, my assistant. How are you, buddy? Good, good. So, why don't you grab a seat over there?
I'll leave you guys.
Perfect, thanks.
This is never
All
good.
right, so I can't really see you too well, so I'm going to come around here so we can chat for a
Friendly,
little while.
casual.
Hey, you know why you're here?
Being a lie detector
You're going
test.
to take a polygraph
Yeah, so I'm
test
gonna
today.
take a polygraph.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
So,
but that
have you taken a polygraph
good-natured
before?
thing
No.
is all part of the ploy.
How old
yeah.
are you now, Derek?
18.
18, okay. And you in school, or what are you doing?
I'm in college, yeah.
In college, okay. Where do you go?
Kingsborough
He's
Community
already
College.
lying.
Okay, sure.
On his way in, I go, you ready for your lie detector
Criminal
test?
justice.
And he goes,
Good. All right, so
lie detector
polygraph's the perfect
test?
thing for you to learn.
What do you
then.
mean?
I know about
knew
I
it.
know about the polygraph.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's inconclusive in court most of the time.
Not true. What happens
Not
is
true.
polygraphs have been around for almost 100 years. So polygraphs today are admitted in court itself in 20 states. Wow. In New York, they're not, and also federal court, they're admitted. Also admitted in immigration court.
They're allowed in New York State court?
No, in New York State they don't utilize them in the courtroom, but they use them to adjudicate issues outside of the courtroom. So I'll give you a quick example.
You said Jew. Oh boy.
Kid was on a bus, gets robbed.
Black guy
gets
did.
grabbed from behind as he's getting off the bus. Somebody punches him in the face, and they take his sidekick. So the cops come on the bus and they go, "I think the kid that robbed you." So he goes, I couldn't see. He says, all I know was a kid with a Yankee-fitted hat and a black bubble jacket. Well, like 14 kids on the bus had the same thing, because, all he could see was, when he turned around.
Yeah.
So the cop go, "Is this the kid?" He goes, "I don't know, it could be." He goes, "You get off the bus." He goes, "Is this the kid?" He goes, "It could be also." He goes, "Get off the bus." And they take 3 kids and they arrest all 3. Meanwhile, the kids didn't have the sidekick. So Grandma brings him to me. I do a polygraph on the kid. The kid passes. I give it to the DA. The DA drops the charges on the kid. I've had, kids arrested for selling drugs to cops, and they say, "Oh, you know what? We don't really think he sold the drugs. We think the cop is not telling the truth." So, we get people out of trouble. Let me put it this way.
All right.
You go into a Dunkin' Donuts and they have you on video and your fingerprints on the counter and you're robbing the store, you're not getting the polygraph. But you are getting a polygraph if it's questionable. That's the way she
They use
works.
it to get rid of any doubt.
To rule out, right, exactly.
Right, all right.
So I've gotten people out of
What is
Rikers
he
Island.
doing?
I'm an expert in criminal and Supreme Court because
Brilliant,
I test
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
district attorney.
Oh, so you know your stuff.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I've been a private investigator for 20 years, polygraph examiner. I do it for one of the NBC shows, the Steve Wilkos show. Have you ever seen Steve Wilkos?
Boo.
Okay, so
Boo.
criminal stuff there, murders, rapes, child abuse, stuff like that. So the polygraph.
I sure don't want to be in there.
Tells me what part of your brain you're utilizing when you tell the truth and when you lie.
Gotta have a brain.
We know that by the advent of MRIs.
It's adult.
So if I stick your head in the MRI and I go, "Is your name
How about I
Derek?"
stick your
Yes.
fucking head through that MRI?
This part of your brain is
F-O-1.
going to activate.
What's that doing?
Which is your long-term
B-O-O.
B-O-O.
How do you know you go to Queensborough Community College, by the way?
Had I know, I just know.
It's in your memory.
It's in my memory. I
Right,
know.
exactly. How do you know to come to work here?
It's in my memory.
It's in your memory. So everything that you know is where? In your memory. It's the hard drive of your computer. Your brain does 100 trillion calculations per second.
Well,
Which
not
is
his.
very good.
His does 4.
Yeah.
Right?
Poorly.
Which is splendid
Yeah.
now. But if it didn't run automatically...
He's got an old 486 brain.
Eat, sleep, talk, lie.
When you lie, you use the area just above your eye sockets in the prefrontal
Got a little
cortex.
Commodore 64
That's
in his head.
Yeah.
imagination.
DOS prompt, idiot.
Tell me something that's not true. If you say, "Oh, yeah, I was born on Mars and space aliens flew me in here," that's not your memory.
Are you utilizing the if you look left, you're telling the truth. If you look right, you're seeing the story.
I hate how he's trying to sound like he's an investigator,
whatever.
too.
Yeah, there's visualization
stop,
and
you
so on and so forth. It's not 100% accurate. Because people can control that, right? I can question you and you can just stare right into my eyes. So you can control that. But what
Look
I
into
test,
my
you can't
eye.
Control.
He
guy's
really
good,
is.
though.
Because
Yeah.
I'm testing
He's
the
shutting him down.
mechanical part of your brain. So when you lie, you must use your
You want to deal with this guy?
No.
Giving information.
He's letting you know that you can't lie to him.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
2 different levels of work for your brain. It's easier for you to write a biography about yourself than it is to write a fiction story, because you have to create that fiction story.
Not him. He's a fucking
So when
liar.
you use this part of your brain,
Exactly.
you use what's known as more cognitive resources. You're thinking of the lie. You're making up the lie. You're calculating the lie. So you need more energy. Almost like when your computer...
Yeah, that's
or in a
fucking.
CD,
Hate the way this kid is trying to sound like it's just 2 equals disgusting technique.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's doing.
Blood, more oxygen. and
Men
you
of
have to
similar
cool off your
ilk.
brain.
Yeah.
Just talking about lie
Two
detectors.
crime catchers.
Because I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you questions
Jordan.
that I know are true.
Jordan
Is
writes,
your name
"Oh
Derek?
Jesus, he's giving him a fucking
Sitting
neurology
down.
course. Just ask him if he hates the
one
Negroes,
time.
will you?"
Exactly.
Derek
great
is
line.
accessing his memory. I'm going to ask you questions that are meant to activate the frontal cortex of your brain. So I'm going to ask you questions
Like to
that are gonna
activate the frontal
your
cortex with a
imagination.
bullet.
So now I know what happens to Derek when he lies. Then I'm going to ask you questions that are unknown. Say it's a bank robbery, right? Did you rob the bank? No.
Jew.
Do you know who robbed the bank? No.
A black
Maybe
guy.
You didn't rob the bank, but you know Jason robbed it, and you don't want to be a snitch. So it becomes almost like a reflex comparison test. pretty interesting.
Yeah. No, it is. It is.
No, it's not.
Oh, he agrees, of course.
It is. It is.
Fellow investigator agrees.
I've often thought it's interesting.
On their website for $115,000 a year.
Wow.
Not a bad gig.
Not
Yeah. So it's an interesting science. The federal government alone has 600 polygraph examiners on
Right.
on
Not patting yourself on the back.
Exactly. Steve Wilkos. We get it.
FBI, Secret Service.
Actually, he did Oprah.
So it's a big
It's a big field.
Big field,
Yeah,
yeah.
big field.
Yeah, big He just repeats what the other guy said, like he was coming to that conclusion.
He's so bad.
Everybody knows what
I hate this.
It's a dead end road. Dead end road.
Is panicking.
You think so?
We don't even need to do this. It's like your brain is like a hard drive. It's like a hard drive.
Yeah.
Brain, anything like that.
I have anxiety.
Anxiety, okay. Are you taking meds for your anxiety?
I'm supposed to.
Okay, but you're not on meds, right? Okay. Not on meds.
Oh.
And I also suffer from a panic attack. I get panic attacks.
Oh, okay, so yeah, pretty much similar to
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You feeling okay today?
I'm feeling fine.
Okay.
I haven't had one in a year.
Okay, got
A
it.
year? He's due.
Yeah.
This is a
I could
Fun
so
experience.
just bring
Oh,
one
of
on.
course, no,
So
definitely.
I could talk to him and bring one on.
So thank God it's not a
Great.
murder trial.
Yeah, I'm not on trial for murder or rape or anything.
Exactly.
Just
He's
repeats
repeated them
everything.
again.
Stop
But,
repeating everything.
Just repeated them.
Your criminal justice desire. It's a great thing to be
Desire.
subjected to it.
Subjected.
So let me.
Let you.
Are you tired? Have you had a good night's sleep?
My
Eat
ring
breakfast?
dingy's on.
You
I
feeling okay?
had a half a sandwich. I didn't get much sleep because I got out of work at about 12:45 and I got
Boring.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And were you robbed on the way home?
Yeah.
You liar.
All right.
All right, here we go.
So let me review some of the questions. The issue that they've told me is that on your blogs or Twitters, there have been some racial style remarks. So you attribute
Racial
that
style.
to what?
Like
to the
that?
fact that you've been robbed before or assaulted before, primarily by racial types, by African Americans
There you
or
go.
Hispanics or anything along those lines.
There's another
correct?
word you could use.
So tell me a little bit about those experiences, just in brief.
In brief, it was just I was always ended up walking, and I always ended up, walking into trouble,
Getting jumped.
getting jumped, getting robbed,
Okay.
knives, cut my face, things like that. Yeah.
Okay. How many times would you say that you've been robbed?
See, I really never really counted.
Oh.
I always gave it around about 40.
40. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Have all those incidents been reported to the police?
Funny if this guy
My
robbed
dad
him.
made me report like the first few, and then I just stopped telling him because he's in law enforcement. So
Oh, is he? Oh, okay. Oh, very good. What branch is he in?
he's on Rikers Island.
Oh, okay. He's a corrections officer.
Yes.
I go to Rikers a lot and do a lot of tests there.
Yeah, he's in George Marchand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. So, I have my Rikers pass, as a matter of fact. I got to get it renewed.
You two can bond over a glory hole.
Questions that we're going to ask you. You tell me if they're accurate and fair. We always review questions about what we're going to ask you on the polygraph to make sure you understand them and to make sure
Okay,
that it's
that's
fair.
that's fine.
That's fine.
Did you once have your iPod stolen?
No,
Okay.
it was an attempted robbery.
Oh, okay.
They didn't get
But
it.
they didn't get the iPod.
They didn't get it. No.
Okay, so let's change the question.
Uh-huh. Very good.
During an attempted robbery, was your iPod a target?
I killed a hooker. He just blurts out a confession of a horrid crime.
During the robbery, they wanted your iPod, maybe something else, or maybe they tried to take something else, but
It was probably they just tried to take an iPod. And then I ran, so I didn't know if they wanted anything else.
gotcha.
So.
Okay, so the iPod was the target of it. Have you ever worked for your uncle as a receptionist doing mortgages?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Did a
funny.
man cut you with a box cutter in an attempted robbery?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr.
Was that an adult, or was
Anderson.
that
Yeah.
a kid your age, or
Teen.
a teen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you
So
help
did
your
a male,
landlady
ask you
take
man,
out
right?
her
It was a male.
garbage?
Yes.
Were you hit with a pipe in an attempted robbery?
Yes.
Okay. So these are events that you clearly remember, correct?
Yes.
You can see them in your head.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. What's the issue with scars on your chest?
I thought there were scars on my chest. They were like discolorations, I guess. As
Oh,
I got
okay.
older, I guess they might have disappeared as the skin stretched and all that,
Okay.
and all that jazz.
Thanks, Doc.
So they're not scars on your chest
Yeah.
from attacks, correct?
No, there's no scars there.
Gotcha.
Oh. He lied yesterday.
He flat out lied yesterday.
Do you
We don't
consider
need
yourself racist?
Yes.
Okay. Do you pretend you're racist for attention?
No.
Okay.
That's a lie.
Were you twittering racial remarks before your internship?
Yes.
And how long have you been an intern here?
I started 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay, so you're recent then.
Yes.
You like it so far?
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, okay.
Look, they got me doing a lie detector test.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Two buddies
Can't
just
be that
bonding.
bad.
They're gonna just yucking it up.
All right.
Exactly.
I ate these
Have you
two.
been robbed approximately 40 times?
Yes.
Including attempted robberies?
Yes.
I wish the ceiling
About-
caved in that room.
I mean, you think it's more than 10?
Definitely more than 10.
I know. Wish they were doing this in the Haitian Parliament a year ago.
What does that sound?
The vuvuzela.
I just rounded it to 40 because that's...
Right. Okay, so I want to make sure that you can say to me, Dan, you know what? It's definitely more than 20 times.
It's definitely more than 20 times. No, I've definitely been in more than 20 situations
More
like
than
that.
20. Okay.
Definitely.
That's why I want to make sure that it's accurate, because sometimes people go, you know, it was 40 times, and when you count them out, you go, maybe more like 20. But listen, 20 is a lot.
It's like, yeah, it's like,
If you're
oh,
robbed 2
it's something
times,
happened.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I've done this 150 times.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. I caught a fish that was 300 pounds. You know, it was 80. It's still a big fish, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big fish.
So you think more than 20 times?
No, definitely more than 20 times.
Okay. 20 times. Okay. Now, what's your ethnic background?
My family comes from Malta.
Okay.
My grandmother is also from India.
Okay.
What a wreck.
And my mother's side of the family they're German Jews.
German Jews. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you've got
Christ.
Weird.
some fancy
Yeah.
stuff. I got
They
the
all
same thing
fucked in a hovel in a
So
hostel.
you're not Hispanic.
No.
Self-hatred going on there.
Unhappy that you aren't pure Caucasian.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, a little self-hatred.
So you would have preferred to have been pure Caucasian.
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever take a bus home at 3 a.m. when you were 14?
Yes.
Okay. Was that during one of the times that you were assaulted?
Yes.
Okay. Of the times that
He
you
breaks the windows of his own business.
how many times have
Was
black
being
men been
mellow
assailed?
on that one.
99% of the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And the
99.
other percentage, white kids.
A
or
few
Hispanic?
times they were Hispanic gentlemen. Probably,
Gotcha.
I would say Puerto Rican.
Okay. So you think that
Puerto Rican.
probably almost all of your robberies, 99% of them,
Yes.
were
I've
by
been
black assailants.
perpetrated by black gentlemen,
Okay.
yes.
And where do you live? What part of the city?
I live in Staten Island.
Oh, you live in Staten Island? Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Is your area primarily white, primarily black?
It's
Half and half?
white and a little Hispanic.
Okay. And do you travel through black areas, or?
Depending on where I'm going, yeah.
Okay. Public transportation mostly?
Used to. Now I drive, so I don't have that problem anymore.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Are you particularly afraid of black people?
I'm afraid of the ghetto type of...
The ghetto type of guys.
Yes.
Okay, so urban guys. So if you saw a black guy in a business suit with a briefcase, no issue, right?
No issue.
If you
That's
saw a guy with a hoodie and a baseball
Make
bat,
him return that to the
you'd
store.
be more cautious.
Yeah, I'd cross the street.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so not afraid of all black people, but obviously more cautious because of your experiences. Okay. Do you think you're superior to black people?
No.
Why?
Yeah, no problem. Okay. So
Said he wanted to be white.
the questions, not all of those questions are going to be asked on the polygraph, but I just wanted to sort of...
No, that's understandable. We just want to get a little background.
All right, good.
Oh, they aren't even asking any questions yet.
I'm fine.
So let me ask you a question here.
Might be trickery on his part. Who knows? Yeah.
This week, have you ever lied to get out of serious trouble?
What do you mean by lying to get out of serious trouble?
You know what he means, stalling?
Yeah.
Lied to get out of serious trouble. Have you ever
Yeah. I was a kid.
Okay.
Broke a window and I was like, I didn't do it.
Oh, I hate him.
Between the ages of 15
Broke a window. What was Dennis the Menace? What did you do, you little fuck?
Nothing criminal.
Stop it.
Did you ever steal anything?
No.
Before this week. Did you ever take anything that did not belong to you?
No.
That's such a like
I know.
1950s fucking.
Did you ever knock mom's vase off the shelf? The colostomy bag you're swinging.
To a couple of sensors. Okay. And
Here we go.
the sensors are going to monitor your breathing with 2 rubber bands.
Oh, shit. Hook him up to a taser.
And we're going to have 2 sensors on your fingers.
And Two on your balls that I will put on with my tongue.
Right. And one in your anus that my assistant will administer.
It has anxiety.
Wherever you lie is penis frogs.
What happens, the beauty of the polygraph is it's a customized test. Where Jason may be very cool, calm, and collected.
Use your asshole like a milking
He may
machine.
be guilty of a murder, but doesn't really care. Where you may be anxious and you haven't done anything. But what happens is your anxiety becomes your baseline. Where his coolness becomes his baseline. But when you lie, there's still the acceleration of your physiology over and above your anxiety.
Oh, no, definitely.
So,
definitely. I was just going to say, watch him agree.
Because they're nervous. People go, I was nervous, that's why I failed.
I
Because nervousness
hate
and
this kid.
lying are two different signals to the
He's
polygrapher.
a boob.
So what I'm going to do is I'll hook you up.
You'll hook me up.
Do a little test where
Okay,
it's-
like I just showed you, like, you know what I mean?
your palms are
My
normally sweating.
palms, my palms always
Yeah,
sweat.
that's normal for a lot of people.
All this electrical cord.
That's normal. That's normal for liars.
Of course. You
This lying sack of shit.
exactly.
Line of law enforcement.
Fucking greasy palmed mongrel.
What was it, the detective's novel?
In the city?
Uh,
Or private?
no, not a private. I was thinking either like Detective Homicide for NYPD, but it's a very long waiting list. That's probably like Port Authority or something.
Okay.
Just trying to relate to the guy.
Yeah.
Good opportunities out there. You
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
languages?
No. I never really bothered.
Well, the guy said, just relax, this might make you come.
My dad's mother didn't teach him the language. So when
great.
she talks bad about you,
Yeah, then you don't know.
yeah, then you don't know.
Exactly.
We should have set him up with that.
The
Get a fake guy in there. That's the bit.
fuck. Which is basically a rubber band-like device. So when you breathe, it sends me a signal.
Trying to convince him that it's all normal.
The guy just starts unzipping his fly.
Hilarious.
See how far he can get before the
Right,
guy
that's what I'm
before the
saying.
kid freaks out. It's like, no, this is all part of it. I really have
Conductor
to.
fluid.
I have to tongue the tip of your weenie.
Yes. Here, let me just put a little salt in your
Monitor
piss
your breath
slit.
at 2 levels. You monitor at the chest level,
And at the diaphragm.
at the diaphragm level. Exactly.
Piss slit. Oh fuck.
All right, here we go, I think. Close, finally.
Blood pressure cuff, similar to the one that, actually identical to the one the doctor uses, but it's not this tight. It may make your arm a little tingly during a polygraph, but we only keep you on it for about 3 minutes before we
Blood pressure?
release it, give you a minute to rest, and then do another chest.
Brian from Quincy, Illinois, Anthony.
Exactly.
This guy's technique is called water boring.
Water boring.
He's good, though, this guy. He has an answer for everything.
Dude, he's good as fuck.
These are going to monitor.
He worked for Lloyd's of London.
Sweat glands. We're going to
Yeah, his resume is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to the guy in studio after this is done.
You have about 2 million sweat glands in your body that are tubes that fill up and retract.
Yeah, I hear it now.
Yeah.
Constantly
Mr.
during the day.
Anderson.
Filling.
So anytime you move a major muscle group, your sweat glands will activate to cool you off. So what I want you to do when I test you, Derek, is I want you to look straight ahead, sort of at this area here, and to answer with your mouth only. Almost like taking an x-ray. You want to be a robot and your lips just move to go yes or no without moving your neck muscles.
Okay, so don't
Right.
move my neck muscles.
The only thing you're going to move is you can blink and you can move your mouth to say yes.
I hope you don't have
or
a
no.
gag reflex.
So say it loud enough so I can hear you through the screens, but you don't have to scream it yes or no, so that you're going to affect your body.
No problem.
Okay, so let me just do this, and what we're going to do is we're going to do an acquaintance test. In the acquaintance test, I'm going to ask you several questions that I want you to answer no to.
Yeah.
The reason I'm going to make you answer no is I'm going to make you lie and I'm going to make you tell the truth. How am I going to do that? When you answer no, for example, I may ask you, is your name Anthony? No. So that's the truth. Is your last name Rodriguez? No. So that's a lie. So I'm going to force you to tell me the truth and tell me a lie so I can know
So
how
you can
you
gauge it,
react.
yeah.
And you can practice taking
Yeah,
a
yeah,
polygraph.
yeah. He agrees with everything, like he knows.
All right, so this is going to be the practice test where you get to practice sitting still, to relax.
Practice sitting still. It's like a
What you wanna do
child.
is just breathe nice and even. Don't hold your breath. Don't take any deep breaths because your
It'd be
chest
so
muscles
bad
are
if you were
big and
really
you'll
guilty
activate
of
your sweat
something
glands.
really bad.
So,
And you're just like, I'm so fucked.
ready for the practice test? Okay, good. So, When you feel the blood pressure cuff inflate, we'll be getting very close to the test.
Oh boy.
I'm just making some adjustments to the instrument now.
He's grabbing his dick.
Yeah.
Adjust that instrument.
Peel the skin back on this instrument. Smell it. Smells like Munster cheese.
All right, great. So you feel the blood pressure cuff inflate.
Swarthy Mediterranean boy.
Got the blood pressure cuff around his ball
I'm going to
bag.
ask you to answer no by moving your lips only for the
Yeah.
practice test. No matter what question I ask you, please answer no. And the practice test has begun.
Getting a reading, I guess. Just
Are you now in San Francisco?
No.
Someone is saying who knows about this shit?
Yeah.
That the test is already half over.
Yeah.
All that shit was part of the test.
Are you a student in New York University?
No.
people are throwing questions here. Are you thinking about my cock? How did your parents die?
Are you a tattletale? How did your parents die? Get the fuck out now.
Do you have an erection?
In Staten Island.
No.
If I called my penis Mr. Eel, would you kiss it?
So, one, your brain is working.
Is it
No
safe?
matter what your friends tell you,
From Unagi.
made the test that it's working.
Oh, that is great. He pulls out
So that's the
dental
way the test
tools
works. You did
and
really
starts
good sitting
drilling his
still.
teeth.
You are reactive.
Is it safe? Fucking Pat.
And what we're going to do now is we're going to do one chart where we're going to ask you some of the questions that we reviewed.
Do you suck dick?
As well as other questions where we're going to ask you, are you sitting down? Is your name Derek? So on and so forth, so we can test what part of your brain you're answering with.
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions for me, Derek?
No.
Okay.
You pretty much explained it very well.
Thank you.
Oh,
No problem.
thank you.
That's just remember, in a polygraph, you can't lie a little, because the only thing that I can see is that you've activated the part of your brain that lies. So everything that we've discussed has been truthful. You've been robbed more than 20 times or attempted. When I say robbed, I mean robbed or attempted robbery, right? 20 times. Your iPod was the target of an attempted robbery, correct? You remember that?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, great. All right, ready for the first chart?
Just hold on.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
Alrighty, I'm all ready.
All right, Derek. Here
Quiet.
we go.
Here we go. Listen.
I'm a cop, you idiot!
Okay, so the test has begun. Please answer truthfully all of the questions with your mouth only.
I'm Paul R.
Answering
Nelson.
yes or no. Do you live in the state of New York?
Yes.
Is this the month of June?
Yes.
Yes.
Looking at the test, I'm
Do
sure.
you intend to lie to me on any of the questions on this test?
No.
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 Why not?
Have you been robbed more than 20 times?
Yes.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Was your iPod once the target of an attempted robbery?
What are you doing in my house?
Is this the year 2010?
Yes.
Do you want to kiss me, or?
Did a male cut you with a box cutter in an attempted robbery?
Get the fuck out now.
Were you hit with a pipe during an attempted robbery?
I love you, Johnny Cakes.
Yes.
Are you sitting down now?
Yes.
No, I'm kneeling.
It was all because of this terrible, awful Negro.
Before this week, did you ever take anything that did not belong to you that you did not return?
Goddamn rich cunt! I kill rich cunt!
Yes, I took cum from a man's balls. I stole it while he slept.
Relax, that's the first chart. How's the arm doing?
Arm is fine.
Yeah? Okay, good. First chart. Give you a minute just to relax. Get the arm.
Go ahead, go on, leave. I've pardoned you.
I pardon you. Didn't pardon him for long, did he?
No.
Oh,
Was not satisfied with the pardoning.
of course. Killing people.
He's a fag!
Okay, so. Let me know when you're ready for the second chart.
Of course there's something wrong with
So we're gonna
him.
add a chart.
He's a Negro.
And,
Is that camera videotaping me?
I don't know. That's a very good question.
Don't just stare at it, eat it.
Very observant boy.
Doesn't look like it.
That may not be on. Okay, so looking straight ahead, Derek.
It's not a very bright bulb.
Answering yes or no.
So yes or no. Come on. Come on.
Test has begun. Hello? Do you live in Staten Island?
Yes.
Now lick my sweaty balls.
Is your first name Derek?
Yes.
Stop talking and start sucking. I'm gonna fuck you in the mouth.
Do you plan to lie on any of your questions on this polygraph test?
Okay! No.
No.
Did a male cut you with a box cutter in an attempted robbery?
A Negro.
Yes.
Has the Iron Sheik
Have you
made you
been
humble?
robbed more than 20 times?
Yes.
That's good.
Were you twittering racial remarks before your internship began?
Yes.
Have you ever lied to Opie and Anthony?
No.
I'm gonna come down your throat. You fucking well better swallow it all.
Are you sitting down now?
Yes.
Do you pretend that you're a racist to get attention?
No.
Goddamn liar! Did you work for your uncle as a receptionist doing mortgages?
Yes.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
Between the ages of 15 and 17, did you ever commit a crime that you were not caught for?
No.
You're a liar! Okay, good.
It's over, Johnny. It's over!
All right.
It'd be great if the guy just said you're guilty and shot him in the temple.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Remain seated there.
Oh, one more question.
You said, I can smell your cunt.
Yeah, it was a little heavy.
Yes, it works, seaweed.
Food, all right?
No.
Come on.
Is he coming out?
Are they done?
He's out? Sam, he's out officially?
He's done.
He's done, okay.
Okay.
So what do you want to do? You want to take a break and then get the guy in with
Yes.
Derek?
Yeah, let's
How
do
how
that.
long does he need? Probably-
To analyze.
to analyze and all that. Probably not that long, right?
Yeah,
This is probably an
he's
easy
a
one
pro.
for him.
He's a
All right,
pro.
We'll take a break. We'll get the lie detector guy in studio with Derek and get the results of the little test he just took, okay? All right.
Stay still and listen. Yeah, this is the Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus. Sirius.
Well, that was pretty good, man. Where's the lie detector guy? We got to bring him in here.
That was fun. All right.
Very good job, sir.
Gentlemen.
Very good job. You can sit at the big table here with the boys. You need him on mic too, or no?
He's all right.
He's all right? Okay.
Yeah, he's all right.
Well, we let you know that we were listening in, and wow, none of us want to talk to you ever.
You sure?
Yeah, you're fucking good, man.
What are you lying about?
You're a problem.
Right.
I think everyone lies about something. Let's
That
be
they
serious
do.
with each other here.
That they do.
Daniel, how do you say your last name there?
It's just like it sounds. Ribakoff.
Ribakoff. Okay.
Like ribs with a cough.
Founder and CEO of International Investigative Group Ltd. Watch out.
Yes, sir.
In-depth polygraphs.com, right?
Yeah, that's one of our divisions.
And that's your assistant Jason over there?
Correct.
Give him a plug.
Good
and
man.
you've been all over the place. Look at all the stuff on your resume. Pretty impressive.
Named one of the top 15 investigators in the country.
Yeah.
Representing Lloyd's of London for a Tiffany jewelry store armed robbery. 95% of the $2 million was recovered. Lloyd's of London is probably not looking to pay out if they don't have to.
Well, no insurance company wants
yeah.
to pay, and we've done a lot of good work for insurers on frauds as well as regular recoveries.
And then you got this impressive thing, Tyra.
Yeah, I was on Tyra. And
That's a joke, sir. We hate Tyra.
Yeah, sorry. She's cute.
You worked for AIG? $120 million bank fraud case?
Yeah, one of the largest bank fraud cases in the United States.
And you said on the 93 Trade Center bomb, what did you do? Did you talk to people in the buildings? Or
Yeah, we actually conducted an investigation for insurers for the possibility of subrogation. Insurers always want their money back from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm the parking garage company and I let the bomber in, then they're going to sue the parking garage company and say, well, it was your fault that these paintings got damaged that we insured in the building.
Okay.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Subrogation is a big part of
What's
insurance.
subrogation mean?
Subrogation is when one insurance company goes after another party to recover the money they've been paid out.
Huh.
So even in a car accident, if you rear end this gentleman right here,
I don't rear end anyone, sir.
they'll pay him.
boop. So they'll pay him, but come after your insurance company saying, "Hey, we paid him, but it's your fault."
So it's never over.
Never over. Everybody sues everybody.
Yeah. Sue everyone.
Just keeps going around and around and around.
Hey, keeps me in business.
And Steve Wilko's show. You've been on there.
I'm Steve's polygraph examiner.
He's a nice guy. We had him on when that show first started.
Oh, really nice
I don't know
guy.
if it's doing well or anything.
Yeah,
I don't even know where
been
you
on
see
for a
it.
while.
Yeah, it's coming up on his 4th season. He's up in Stamford, Connecticut now.
Good for Steve.
Yeah, I go up there Tuesdays and Wednesdays and do all of his polygraphs for him.
Very cool.
Very nice gentleman.
How much trouble do you think your end Vandersloot is in?
He's got a problem. I wish I could have polygraphed him after the Holloway incident.
Yeah.
You don't think he's getting out of Peru to go serve his term in Aruba? You don't think they're going to let him go?
I wouldn't want to be in jail in Peru, that's for sure. Yeah,
That's got to be a nasty jail.
Yeah, not a
Man.
good place. They have him solitary from what I hear.
For now, but once he's guilty.
Yeah, general population.
What was your biggest get?
Actually, one of the armored truck robberies that we had here in the United States, we were involved in $8.1 million, which is the second largest recovery of cash in United States history from an armored truck loss.
You should get a percentage of that.
I wish, but hey,
that's
I'm
the way
happy
to
if
go.
they pay my bills, you know.
Oh, really? Yeah. I hear you. So
Usually they do.
So you talked to Derek, the intern.
Yeah, Derek, the intern.
What's your, without giving away anything, what's your general thoughts on the kid?
Impression of him.
Yeah,
Seems like a nice kid. He's got his head screwed on straight, but he's got a nice imagination.
Did you like that he was agreeing with you like two men of similar ilk? Like you'd go investigate, he would just go, yeah, investigate.
Yeah,
like just
yeah.
repeat what you
Yes,
said.
yes, indeed.
Yeah,
I concur.
He sort of fancies himself as someone who knows a little bit more about law enforcement than he does, but he's young and impressionable, and he'll learn. When I was 18, I knew it all also.
Right.
So let me ask you, with that test, the whole part of every moment of that is got something to do with the test, even if it's just you loosening the guy up. Does the test start before you actually said the test started?
No, the test starts once it starts, and as a polygraph examiner, the only thing that I utilize in determining whether a person is being deceptive or truthful are the charts. But I do need to establish a rapport. I establish a rapport. I try to make friends with the person. I try to put the person at ease by explaining the process, answering their questions, and taking the mystery out of the polygraph. It also gains confidence where a lot of people that are guilty will confess prior to the polygraph for what's known as fear of detection. Uh-oh. This guy's telling me this thing works, and he's explaining to me, and he's showing me the reasons why. You know what? Maybe I better cut a deal here. So a lot of times we'll get confessions before the polygraph even starts.
Interesting, and because you're basically telling them you can't lie to the machine because it's an involuntary, using a different part of your brain. And
right.
There are ways to beat it, but I know it's extremely difficult to beat.
I'm sorry, countermeasures are something that people will advertise on the internet or post. The only problem with countermeasures is it's very obvious to a trained examiner that you're employing countermeasures.
Ah, right.
So countermeasures, by doing things with your body, are not easy to do unless you've been trained by the military. So in case you're captured in Iraq, you're not a spy, but you're really a civilian contractor. But that takes years of training. So if I come in and I say, oh, I read this on the internet and I'm going to do this or that or control my breathing or squeeze my butt cheeks, that's an instant fail.
So you'll notice, yeah.
We notice it right away.
Wow.
Yeah. And people will do drugs. They'll take all sorts of medicines that they don't disclose as a countermeasure. But then once again, we look at it. Yeah. Well, the tack in the shoe will cause you to fail. Because once you cause yourself pain, you're going to cause a reaction. But people will smoke pot. They'll take sedatives. But it's obvious when I'm looking at the charts that you are less reactive. And I don't know if you heard, but I asked him, what kind of medicines do you take? What medical conditions do you have?
Right.
So I know when I'm looking at a chart, he has a little bit of anxiety, but he's not taking meds. So I know how he should be reacting.
I'm sorry, didn't the Lutzes pass a polygraph from the Amityville Horror, or is that a myth?
I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the polygraph on that.
And where's the courts with these tests?
Okay, so polygraphs have been around for almost 100 years. Today, polygraphs are admissible in court itself in approximately 20 states, as well as the federal government and federal immigration court. But polygraphs are used here in New York State. I'm on the expert roster for the city of New York, as well as for criminal and state Supreme Court. And what we do is we utilize polygraphs to adjudicate cases before they go to trial. So, for example, a kid was arrested for selling heroin to a narcotics cop. And the kid's story was, I found 20, and this is a true case, I found $20 on the floor, and the next thing I know, I pick it up, and a cop jumps out of the bushes and locks me up, says, you sold me heroin. Well, the district attorney said, I don't like this cop because every kid he arrests tells the same story. How many kids are going to make up the same story? So she encouraged him to have his defense lawyer get a polygraph, which he did. The kid passed it. So now the cop is under investigation, and the kid's free. So we utilize it outside of the courtroom, but between defense attorney and district attorney to get to the bottom of things.
Because they kind of know how accurate it is despite the legality of...
Well, the district attorney has a polygraph unit. The NYPD has a polygraph unit. The federal government has over 600 polygraph examiners on their payroll. The polygraphs are probably one of the most utilized and famous law enforcement tools.
Yeah. With that said, we got Anthony's brother on the line. Who wants him desperately.
Oh, I remember. I remember this one.
Brother Joe, what's up? You got Daniel Ribicoff.
Daniel Ribicoff. The only thing I can tell you is that I beat it. I'm not a professional. I don't know any more than the average person. But I told myself before taking the test, and I don't want to get into details of why I had to be tested.
That you really did think she was over the age of 8?
I swear, she looked at least 12. What I did was basically in the examination room, I stared straight ahead at a doorknob, and answered all the questions completely falsely. I mean, I had a lie, flat out lie to beat it, and nothing, and I was passed. I mean, it could have been the examiner wasn't as good as some other examiners, but it was a very popular polygraph company here on the island in Nassau County.
How long ago was that?
It was a company. I mean, it was
how long was it, Joe? Oh, go.
Had to be about 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure a lot's gone on.
Have changed, sure.
Yeah,
But,
the technology has changed.
It was a matter of keeping it in your head that there's no way this machine is going to be able to tell whether or not my mind is telling the truth.
Well,
it's all physiological changes. I mean, that's what triggers these machines. That what makes the results that come up on the graphs on these machines. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what makes.
No, it is.
Makes true or false, correct, or guilty or not guilty. And I just kept telling myself, "There's no way."
Right. Well, there's a lot to it. A lot has changed in the past 20 years. If you think cell phones, we had cell phones that were glued to your car, and now you have them that you can't even find them in your pocket. So technology has advanced. Computerized polygraphs are out. Techniques, formulation of questions have changed, where now the scientific accuracy in a study of field exams versus laboratory created situations has shown it to be 98% accurate. So,
wow.
Sold
2% Joe. I'm sorry for interrupting, but is the questioning still based on yes and no answers?
Yeah, they're always yes or no. They're reviewed with the examinee prior. And once again, question formulation is certain other scoring questions that we ask. So it's come a long way, and now we understand a little more about the brain with the advent of functioning MRI scans, that different parts of the brain are utilized.
Let me jump in. So you believe that people could, lie through this whole thing, right?
Some people are more.
What would be the percentage, though?
It's a small percent, and once again, by a trained examiner utilizing proper procedures and modern equipment, it's very difficult to defeat.
Will they ever get it to where it's 100% accurate, you think? Or
well, nothing in science is 100%.
Right.
If you take a mammogram, it's not 100%. If you go for a blood screening, it's not 100%. Yeah.
All right, Joe, you liar.
All right, Joey.
Yeah, Joe, come in for a test. I'll take care of you. No problem. Come on in.
Still don't think. I would definitely do it at a future date. I still don't feel like yes or no answers are going to give you guilty or not guilty.
What was one of the questions? Did you ever have sex with a goat? And did you answer nah?
Oh, look out! Look out!
Why would Joe say nah?
I get it, because that would make me. I get it.
Joe didn't get it.
Later, Joe.
See you, man.
Okay. So where are we at?
That was a big one.
You want to bring Derek in? Or?
Lufthansa heist he was talking about, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
He went security. Go looking at him.
Looking at him.
You want to bring Derek in at this point? Or?
Yes, let's bring Derek in.
Bring in the examinee.
The examinee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we set Derek up close to the table, or
Yeah.
might as well make it easy.
Under it.
Here he comes.
Derek, sit over near Danny, or
he goes.
take his mic, whatever.
Cool.
You don't have to leave Danny. He can stand right there.
Well, Derek, how do you think? Yeah, put your headphones on. Put them on like Jimmy if you want.
Well, ask him first. How'd you feel in there, in general?
Yeah. How'd you feel in there?
A little anxious.
Anxious?
Not gonna lie, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you think you did? None of us know, by the way, yet.
I believe some questions I may have showed I was telling the truth, and some questions I was telling a lie.
Why would you have showed you were telling a lie if you're being truthful?
I was being truthful, but you know what I mean? My breathing, I noticed my breathing was changing a little differently.
But it's also brain function, muscle
function,
reflex.
Like I said, the breathing might show that I was lying, but the brain function will show that I was telling the truth.
One of the questions I already forgot, you answered differently.
Yeah,
than
you
when
answered
we
differently.
asked you, so that one right there was a lie.
Which one was this?
I think it was the body scar ones.
Oh, right, the chest scar.
No, yeah. I mean, like I said I had scars, but they were like discoloration, shit like that, and they may have disappeared because they were there for a very long time.
What? And then what happened? They just disappeared on the way in yesterday?
I don't think they just disappeared on the way in yesterday.
But yesterday when we asked you, you're like, oh, yeah, scars on my chest. Like, you were pretty damn confident you had a scar on your chest.
And I think you were implying yesterday that they were there and, they were from these robberies or assaults.
No, listen, they were there. They were there. I'm not saying that, I've never had them. They were there. I know they were there.
And then you said maybe it wasn't 40 times that you were robbed.
No, but it's probably not 40 times. Like I said, that was a rounded number.
Rounded number. I liked this, too, by the way. He said that he was robbed 40 times, and 99% of the people that robbed you were black.
No, they were.
Okay. Do you realize that you need 100 people to rob you for one person to not be black? So a half a person, you can't get 99% of 40 people and have a full person. You were robbed by a fraction of a person.
Exactly. He was half black, half white.
Yes. It was Gary Coleman.
It just mathematically didn't work out. I just found that funny.
I'm not good at math.
Deceiving, just kind of funny.
No, I was never good at math.
It was nice hearing you and the investigator talk, though. They're just
like you were
two gentlemen
guys
of a
talking
similar
about criminal justice and shit like that. It was kind
You
of
guys had everything in the
what do you think? We're just going to leave you alone in there and not put it on the show? We've heard everything you said.
Yeah, you just had a great segment, man.
Yeah. Nice. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. So what? Should we do this?
I think so.
Yeah. Let's now see what the results were.
Yes. All right. So basically, I tested our examinee, Derek, here on 2 charts. I reviewed the questions with him beforehand. We changed some of the relevant questions. The one that had been proposed was, have you been robbed 40 times? And in discussing with him, he said, well, it was definitely more than 20 times, maybe not 30 to 40, sort of the fish story. It was a 300-pound fish when it was really an 80-pound fish. So I asked him, have you been robbed more than 20 times? And the results of that question are that there is deception indicated in both charts, meaning that the subject did not tell the truth.
We need some sound effects.
But he was truthful on other questions.
Yes, he is, in fact, not in San Francisco.
Right. He's not in San Francisco.
He was sitting.
There you go. So I asked him.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hold on, we need the envelope.
We need we need some stuff here.
The game show.
Yeah.
Should have had this prepared. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
ready for the next question,
wait,
gentlemen.
before we move on.
Sure.
So Derek, you haven't been robbed over 20 times.
Yeah, it's okay to be truthful.
Listen, I am being truthful. I have been robbed over 20 times, and that's not a lie.
Why would that come out as being a little deceitful there?
I don't know.
And we
about the
were at
polygraph.
40, by the way, 40 times.
Yeah.
Now it's not even 20 times.
Everything is negotiable.
Right.
Yeah. Seems so. Oh, all right.
All right, so next question. Ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
During an attempted robbery, was your iPod the target? His answer was yes. And the results of that question is that he did tell the truth. There is no deception indicated.
Oh, okay. So somebody did try to get your iPod. Okay.
Next question. Did a male cut you with a box cutter during an attempted robbery? The examinee answered yes, and the results of that, once again, no deception indicated.
Whoa! Tough guy.
Next one. Were
Wait,
you?
How does that make me tough? I wasn't the stabber. I was the stabbee.
Just getting cut. Tough guy.
Fuck, man. That's a surprise right there, because I didn't buy that either yesterday.
Yeah, I wasn't buying that.
I think he did it to himself. Danny hurt himself.
Wow, okay.
I asked him, were you hit with a pipe in an attempted robbery? And the examinee once again answered yes, and the results are no deception indicated.
Oh, the pipe, the knife. All right.
Fuck. He's a good victim.
All right. Yeah.
All right, now. Were you twittering racial remarks before your internship began? Once again, he answered yes, and the subject is telling the truth. He's been a racist all along. There is no deception indicated on that. Do you pretend you're a racist for attention? The answer is no. And the results, no deception indicated. The subject did tell the truth. He is really a racist.
Yeah, wow. Look at you.
Genuine. And here's a good one that you guys are going to really appreciate. Have you ever lied to Opie and Anthony?
Oh, shit.
Answer, no. Results, deception indicated.
See? I know. Yes. Wow. So you have lied to us. Probably about the 20 times.
So I think he's an exaggerator, not a liar. And
it's lying.
Nah, but there's a difference between a guy who's been robbed a few times who tries to make it seem like a little more than a guy who out and out just says, I've been robbed, when he never has. To me, there's a different motive there. One tells tall tales.
Okay.
One is a producer.
Definitely some surprises there.
The thing is, though, the Twitter thing I have a question for, because they say that his racist Twitter started, they can go back and see where they were. They say his racist tweets started the day after he got his internship email.
Look who investigated
It was
that.
Love Buzz.
It was Love Buzz. I mean, think about it.
You wanna
How
get
far
Love Buzz
back
in
did he
here?
really go? How far back did he go before his internship?
Have you ever given a lie detector test to a turnip?
Yeah.
You want to try? Because here's the turnip.
Hey, Hey, Love Buzz.
Yeah.
How far back did you go to look and see if he had any racist tweets before his internship?
I went back to May 26th, so I went exactly a month.
What?
Just a month?
May 26th, first of all.
It's not even
You
June
fucking
26th,
boob.
you
It's June
idiot.
15th.
Well, exactly a month from June 26th when Steve sent us the email.
It's not June 26th yet.
Drug test time.
What are you talking about?
You're an
I'm
idiot.
talking about May 26th. I got the month
We know
wrong.
that.
Yeah.
To what?
May 26th to April 26th.
Oh, you went back a month?
Yeah, I went back a month. That's what I meant to say.
Okay, all right. God.
I can bring in the tweets if you want.
No, that's okay. That's all right.
Polygraph question. Are you under the influence of narcotics?
No.
He really is a boob.
You should say yes.
Can you
At
tell
least then
people are
it's
lying
excuse.
by just looking at them?
As an investigator, I've been doing it for years, so some people won't submit to a polygraph exam, but during an interview, you do get a pretty good idea.
You could get a good idea.
Sure.
What's a good way of telling?
Usually if they turn red and swallow hard, then they're usually
really?
lying.
You got kids?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, God,
yeah.
I'd hate to be
Yeah.
your son. Holy shit.
I would just act weird when I was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Did you do your homework? Yeah! We get Steve in here. You have to ask our producer, A, does he think he's an effective producer? And B, is he gay?
Yes.
And I would like you to ask him, just in conversation, has he ever held a penis in his mouth? I'm not saying he had to worship it, but has he ever had one in the mouth by either on purpose or accident?
Steve's not happy.
Would he be? You have to ask him some basic questions. You could just tell by his, again, you could tell by his body language if
And
he's
we'll make it
telling the
very
truth.
clear that, you know.
Yeah, it's not, you just guess
It's not accurate.
Yeah, he's not hooked up to a machine.
Right, nothing.
He should be.
You want to put Steve in the comfortable chair behind you, Jimmy?
Yes.
Steve, this fine gentleman has a couple questions for you.
Yes, there's a couple of techniques he
Or
uses.
how about Love Buzz? Get the fuck up.
Yeah, Love Buzz, you just kind of lounging like it's fucking grandmother's patio. Get up there.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
This is Daniel.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
I'm fine, Daniel. How are you?
Good. Can you raise your right hand, please? All right. So we're going to ask you a couple of questions today. Have you ever taken a hot, soapy shower with a man?
No.
What do you guys think?
Probably he might not have. I doubt he's showered. They probably like the manly odor. See if he's does he think he's a good producer?
Do you think you're a good producer?
Yes.
He is telling the truth there.
Which means he's a sociopath.
He has illusions of grandeur.
Yeah, he doesn't know any better.
Sociopath.
Has he ever held another man's penis?
Have you ever, in his mouth or in his hand?
In his hand. Let's start with the hand.
In his hand. Have you ever held another man's penis while it was erect in your hand?
No.
Oh, he's got an issue there. I don't know. Usually what happens is when you laugh, you sort of stall to be able to create the lie. So, or if
You
they
wanna ask
repeat
it
the
again?
question, you ask a question, the guy goes, did you cross the street? Did I cross the street? That's a delay
Exactly.
tactic right there.
Yep. Sure
Giving
is.
you enough time.
I've seen that one before on First 48. You see that a lot.
Yeah.
It's great.
We use that for hecklers.
Yeah.
Someone heckles, you fucking repeat it, gives you that half a second extra time to
Jimmy,
think.
I kind of like this. You come up with the next question for him to ask.
Has he ever looked at another man and wanted to engage in oral sex with him but not said anything?
Have you ever had the desire to perform oral sex upon another man but never moved forward with it?
No.
He's telling the truth.
That's right. He always sucks a dick when he wants to.
No matter what I say, I'm gay.
He's telling the truth.
Doesn't make him a bad guy.
Would you rather be the top or the bottom in a homosexual encounter?
Well,
it has to be yes
how
or
do I
no.
answer that, though? I can't. It's got to be.
Would you
yes or
like
no.
to be the top in a homosexual encounter?
Do you prefer to be the pitcher or the catcher?
Yes. Would you prefer to be the pitcher?
Neither.
Neither.
He's abstaining now.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
Have you ever held another man's penis in your mouth and made this sound?
And do it just like that, sir.
And do it just like that. Wait, does he have to ask?
Have you ever had sexual physical contact with your mouth and another man's penis?
No.
He's telling the truth.
I doubt
He
it.
answered that question right away.
Yeah, but you
looking
didn't do
straight
Well,
the
he kind of knew the answer he had to give.
Yeah.
Like, ask me a question. Ask me if I ever held a penis in my mouth.
He was prepared. Have you ever held another man's penis in your mouth?
Yes!
Have you ever held another man's penis in someone else's mouth? Oh, that he failed.
Yes, I'm a cuckold.
It's like, damn, he found me out.
All right. So,
all right.
what the
Derek is being truthful. Good.
Derek, fuck.
He exaggerates, but he's not a liar.
Exaggerated.
Little
We'll
exaggerate.
put him
He's
in
a
that
young
category.
exaggerator.
He exaggerates a bit.
Yes.
Exactly. He doesn't always lie, only usually when his lips move.
Ah, shit. So what are we
Got
plugging
a lot
today,
of lie
sir?
detector jokes.
I got plenty of them.
Polygraph jokes.
I'll tell you my
Polygraph
polygraph joke. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I'm asking the questions here.
All right, there you go. Oh, Chip like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You're gonna maybe steal that one, Chip.
Yeah.
Feel free.
Yeah. I should have a lie detector machine, you know, see who's telling the truth.
I can't take you.
It's just the worst.
What a fun stopper.
All right, why don't we get the plugs in there, sir, Daniel?
Yes.
What are we plugging today for you?
Our polygraph services.
Okay.
Anyone who'd like to speak to us about polygraphs for personal reasons, criminal reasons, any reason at all. If
Do you do
think,
parties?
Yeah, actually we do, believe it or not.
I would imagine you would.
Yeah, I did the opening for the Get Smart movie. As a matter of fact,
I would imagine
in
the
10
bachelorette
June.
parties or something like that.
Oh, it's a lot
Did
of
you
fun.
ask the
yeah.
cast, do you
Obviously
think
not.
this is going to be a good movie?
Exactly. Obviously, it's not a real polygraph, but for demonstration purposes, why not?
Who starred in that movie?
It was
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell, Anne Hathaway. The Rock was in there.
Oh.
Alan Arkin.
Okay.
A good remake.
Does Alan Arkin have a big penis?
I don't know. Let's ask Steve.
Yes.
All right, so how did they get a hold of you, Dan?
1-800-766-2779. 1-800-766-2779. Happy to answer any questions you might have or to set your loved one up for an appointment.
It's called indepthpolygraphs.com. Very easy to remember.
Gentlemen, a pleasure and a privilege.
Yeah, we're going to have to
get
get you back, man.
Thank you.
Anytime.
This is very, very good.
It's great having you here.
Very good. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Now, back to the Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus Sirius XM.
Another busy show today. That lie detector guy was all right, man. A little hacky with his jokes, but
Well, you know,
that was good radio.
he's one of them guys.
Now we know a little more about Derek, the intern.
I was surprised. I
Yeah.
thought he was a lot more of a liar.
Yeah, no.
Than
Right.
an
He actually wasn't lying about
exaggerator.
a lot of the stuff.
I know.
Exaggerate a little bit.
Pisses me off.
I think Sam's got some video of that, so
Sam.
he might edit something together for everybody.
I'm certain he will.
We'll see how that goes.
I switched over to Ustream.
I told you.
For my
Ustream rocks.
My little podcasty thing, compoundy thing. Because, goddamn, the live stream was pissing me off with those commercials.
Yeah, like we discussed yesterday, what a dumb fucking business move on their
I
part.
know.
To do it the way they're doing. I understand you got to pay the bills and play some commercials. But
Padded.
just how they had it was stupid.
A couple of software issues I got to deal with, so I got to go on customer service or something. It's like always that's why I didn't want to switch, is because I had everything really down with that, with the live stream. Mm-hmm. And then I go on Ustream and there's some, things trying to get my TriCaster to work with it. And
Wow.
But
some
I
fine-tuning.
tested it a little bit last night and it seems to work.
It'll
so
be good.
Anytime I do a compound show, it'll be on Ustream now.
More importantly, the Brother Joe thing, what could you add to that without blowing up his spot?
Oh, I think I talked about it before on the air. Yeah, it was a few years ago.
Were you part of it?
Many years ago. No, I wasn't part of it. No.
You said about 20 years ago.
Yeah, it was like 20 years ago. It was some kind of pilfering from work, let's just say. A little pilfering.
I think we have talked about
from
it.
work.
Okay.
He did, and he did. But
No, he said he didn't.
but they brought in a polygraph. He took it, and then the boss was all apologetic to him, like, "Oh, Joe, I'm sorry. I'm so
Sorry I
sorry. I put you
accused you."
through that. You had to go through it.
So the boss makes everyone do this? Is that legal?
I don't know.
That
Whether
doesn't
it was
sound
legal or not,
doesn't sound too legal.
sometimes you don't check if something's legal or not when you're working. You just
True.
You don't know. You
True.
just do it.
Huh.
Yeah. Whoops.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna play Eye Patch Guy today.
I know. I want to hear this so bad. That guy was a just liar. He was lying.
One of my favorite intern stories.
Yeah, story.
I don't know if he's one of my favorite interns.
No.
I don't even remember the kid. What we should do is find him.
Yeah, where is he now? What's he doing?
Find
with
him
his
and see
life?
what he's
in
up
prison.
to. But
he's in prison.
He was a young go-getter. This Brian, was it?
Wow. Might be right there.
Holy shit, if I remember his name, that's fucked up.
It was. Yeah.
Really? And all of a sudden he wasn't at work for a while, and
Yeah.
then he comes in with an eye patch, and his whole story just completely fell.
His eye was bandaged and stuff, and
Yeah, I don't want to give away too much because we're going to play the bit.
yeah.
But then
But we did question him on it, and
we didn't need no lie detector expert.
No. We had a I believe a 3-man or more interrogation going on this kid.
Right.
And yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
I think we should go right into the bit.
I think so too. It is. I want to hear it. I know that.
All right.
It's funny as
that
fuck.
means we get out of here early. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, yeah, nothing wrong with that unless you got a meeting.
Well, then we move into meeting mode. That's great.
Uh-huh.
How about one day we get to leave early and just leave early?
Oh my!
Instead of leave early to go into something else.
Dream come true. Would that be?
All right.
But we have a meeting.
Why don't we do this? I think Jimmy just left the show. I think he's.
Did Jimmy just leave?
He decided he did enough today.
Jimmy just left. That's so funny. Yeah, he was recording a couple of things.
He just said,
I think he thought he'd be back a lot quicker than he was.
He
but
said, "Fuck, I did enough today
Yeah, fuck
for
it.
everybody." And you know what? I agree with him.
I'm Jim Norton. God damn it!
He's recording for what? One of his 8 fucking radio shows he's doing now. This Jim Norton is busy. Boneyard show he's getting together. But I thought the Boneyard show was live. All right, so Jimmy's off doing another radio show.
Great.
Who the fuck runs this place?
I love this.
All right, so we'll see you guys tomorrow. But I mean, you got more O&A stuff all the way to Rana Fest.
Yes.
And let's not Anthony putting his laptop together. He ain't fucking
I'm
around.
already unplugging things.
Let's not forget Rana Fest today, especially if you're into the World Cup thing. They're doing a great job at the whole World Cup thing. Especially if you're not familiar with the whole thing. They're keeping it very interesting for everyone.
That's the talent.
But they also know a lot about what's going on in the World Cup. So, where's the I wanted to try something.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Let me get my phone.
I forgot how to say it already. How were we saying it? Vuvuzelas? Those are those stupid South African horns that they're blasting at the World Cup and distracting everybody.
Here's mine.
Oh, no, not the beat! Not the beat! Ah! I love my eyes! Rise!
You fucking downloaded the wrong Vuvuzela app. Your app sucks.
Welcome to the World Cup. How horrible does that sound? Oh.
All right, with that, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, here's Jimmy. We're going home.
Screw it.
Oh, okay.
We're going home.
I said to record something.
No, you didn't.
We're doing an early out, but unfortunately we have meetings, so it's not really an early out. But we're gonna do the Eye Patch Kid.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a classic. This is a classic bit.
Before we go, can I just promote my Chicago show Friday
that's why
night?
I was waiting.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. And
We
I
were
got
gonna leave 10 minutes ago.
Sorry, the Boneyard show starts at 11 a.m. My Boneyard show. I'm going to go do that for an hour, and after my Boneyard show, I will fly to Pittsburgh to do Tonight Show stuff. But from 11 to 12 on what channel is it? I don't remember what channel it is, but it's the Boneyard, which is fuck me. I don't remember what channel it is.
Aw.
I don't remember what channel the Boneyard is. It's on XM and Sirius, though. I'm trying to open my piece of shit Twitter. XM53, Sirius 19. Oh, by the way, my Thursday Raw Dog show is a pre-tape with Al Jackson and Bob Kelly. It was supposed to be done the second week, but then we went live. Yeah, you got your reversal, your clitoral circumcision.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. This is Eye Patch Brian, one of the fucking, I don't know.
What address?
What are you doing?
I'm getting.
Who are you talking to, Jimmy?
What is the guy's name?
Jimmy's out
Oh,
of the
my
studio.
God.
He ain't fucking around with this phone call.
Okay.
What happened?
Tell that.
No, this is for HBO. I have to sign a nudity waiver.
A nudity waiver for
a little bit of my
HBO.
ass shows, so you have to sign it, and my doorman doesn't have the.
Tell him you're not going to fucking sign anything.
No, believe me, I want my cock to pop out.
Your cock might be on HBO?
No, just a... Hello?
All right. Listen to one of the greatest liars to ever be on the Opie and Anthony show. This is intern Brian, Eye Patch Kid. Check it out. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Opie and Anthony.
Should we talk about
What's that?
Captain Hook? You guys hire some weird people, man. Our intern showed up today with a patch on his eye.
Arr!
And then above the patch on his forehead, a huge bandage. And he swears that he was in, what, a car accident?
Arr, matey, arr, arr, arr.
But we think he's, like, faking.
There's been, now there has been some speculation as to the validity of your injuries. Everyone was speculating during the day that wondering if it's real. Because some people have looked under the patch. I have not looked under the patch and said there's nothing wrong with the
Well, let's get the story.
eye.
What happened?
Got hit by a motorcycle.
You look completely ridiculous.
You got hit by a motorcycle?
Yes.
But not you personally, your car.
My car.
Okay, so you're driving.
Driving, making a left-hand turn.
You're making a left.
And the motorcycle decides on going left of me.
He decides to do what?
To pass on my left.
Oh, to pass on your left.
Yes.
So you're making a left, he's passing you on the left, and he runs into what?
My driver's side.
Your driver's side door.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens?
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My head goes through my driver's side window.
Oh, it did?
Yes.
How fast was he going?
Don't know. 22 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm. And you're making your left?
Yes.
And he hits your door, your head goes through the window?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So you hit your head, and what happened to your eye?
Glass got in it.
Glass in your eye.
Yes.
And what happened underneath that patch on your head?
That's where my head went through the windshield.
What kind of injury?
Just a couple scrapes.
Couple of scrapes.
Yeah, it's a hard head.
Anything? Any hospital?
Yes.
You went to the
Went to the
hospital?
hospital.
Did they stitch your head up or
They
anything?
stitched my head up a little bit.
Yeah.
Washed out my eye.
Washed out your eye.
Why the patch?
Because I can't really... can't really open up my eye, so just...
You can't open it?
No, not well, because the glass in the eye...
Kind of hurts.
Yeah, a little bit.
Can we look at the scratches on your head? I got to see this.
No, I really can't take it off.
You can't take it off.
I don't want to. What?
Okay, no, I'm still willing to believe this. I'm still willing to believe this. You got scratches, but they had to be stitched. How many stitches
3
did you get? 3 stitches.
Yes.
All on one cut or 2 on one
No,
cut?
just all on one cut.
All on one cut,
The other
3
ones were
stitches.
Minor, yes.
Is there any way to lift it up to take a look underneath?
If you really... I'd rather not. I mean, because...
All right, Ben
I
to
saw
you.
take it off out there and rub your eye while you were.
No,
out
no,
by-
no.
Oh,
I'm talking the
my
bandage on his head.
Well, lift up the patch at least.
Yeah, let's look at the eye.
I really can't open up... I showed Rick before. I really can't
just
open
did.
up my eye. I always do. You can't really...
He's blinking. That eye's blinking a lot.
Because it bugs the hell out of me.
Oh.
Didn't they get all the glass out?
Yeah, they did, but it scratches. The scratches still in my eye.
Scratches, huh?
Scratches in your eye.
Yes.
Well, that happens. The cornea gets scratched open.
Yes.
And it takes time to heal.
And that's the only injuries you had was the glass in the eye and stitches
the only
above
thing
your
that happened
patch?
was, my driver's side window shattered.
Let's see the stitches.
I really can't. I'll come in. Next time I'm here, I'll show you the scar.
It would be totally... No, don't do it, Steve. It would be...
I'm covering my head now. No, it's going to hurt.
You know something?
Wait, we've all had stitches. You could take the...
My doctor told me not to. I don't want to get infected. I swear. No, I'm covering my head now because I don't trust anybody in the studio.
No, don't worry. No one's going to pull it off.
Yes, they will.
No, really. No one pull it off. But the thing is, this would totally be resolved just if we saw some
Because
stitches.
I must say, everyone
That's all.
has been talking behind your back.
What hospital was it in?
Northern Westchester.
Northern Westchester. Okay. Emergency room.
I feel
All right.
like kind of
what?
an idiot.
No, don't ever feel like an idiot.
Looking at me really funny.
Well, just take the patch off, show us the stitches, and then we all look like idiots.
But I really would rather not because I don't know. Next time I can scar.
No, because you might cut yourself and get
Yeah,
stitched
that's what
up.
I do. I'm apathetic because
think
it
this-
itches because of the
I
scratch.
think this kid came in with a fake injury, man.
No, come on. No, I totally am willing to believe you.
When was this accident?
It was by my hometown.
When?
Yorktown. When Wednesday. My car. You guys are willing to listen to me.
All right, let's.
All you have to do is pull down the bandage.
I will show you.
And then we look
Wednesday.
like tools.
All right.
On
Wednesday. We've all had stitches. All you have to do is go like this, show the edge of the stitch, and boom. What's going to happen?
I'll show you on Wednesday. This is not going to come out until Wednesday.
All right, let him talk. Now, what happened?
My
Steve,
car.
you got something on this?
No, I'll let him tell his story.
Your car?
My car. I left the dome light on in my car, so my car didn't start because the battery was dead.
Okay.
And when I got it jumped, I was on my way to the station. I called when I found out my car was dead.
Okay. And then on the way to the station,
I by accident I called Steve.
And your whole head went through the windshield?
No, the side window.
The side window.
Because the motorcycle hit him on the side, so it threw his head through the side window.
Mike has a good point on line 9. We'll go to Mike.
All
Mike,
right.
Mike, what's up? It's WNEW.
Dude.
Hey.
What happened to the dude on the motorcycle? And why was he out on Wednesday in the snow and the rain on a motorcycle? It makes no sense.
It wasn't raining and snowing on Wednesday.
It was crappy out Wednesday.
It really wasn't.
All right.
The guy on the
what happened to the guy on the bike?
Yeah, what happened to the guy on the bike?
He really just my car was more destroyed than his.
But what happened to him?
Wait, the guy had to go flying.
He really didn't. We weren't going that fast.
But wait,
The
what
only
happened to
damage
him?
he came from. He just got a couple.
And he left?
Yeah.
Wait, he just.
All right.
Hold on. Okay. All right. Hold on.
I have an accident report. I'll bring it in next time. If you guys.
What, you have an accident report, too?
Yes. Fake too? Yes, that's fake. Wow. I know people in high places. If you guys will believe.
He hit the door.
Yes.
It was enough for. Let me just get this straight. Okay. It's enough force to physically move the vehicle enough that your head, it moved your car enough.
Yes.
Because in order for your head to go through the driver's the driver's side window, your car has to move to put your head through the window. It's not your head that moves. When your head goes through anything, it is the actual vehicle moving into your head. So he hits your car with enough force to move the vehicle so your head goes through the window.
Yes.
It's basic physics. But nothing happens, and he rides his motorcycle away?
Swear to God. I have an accident report. I will bring it in. It's not fake. It's nothing.
Is your car
fake.
here?
No.
How did you get here?
Train.
Kevin, what's up?
Hey, listen.
Hey.
This guy is so full of it. He doesn't want to show you the stitches because he doesn't have any.
Yeah, I know.
There's no reason in hell. I work in the emergency room. There's no reason in hell why he can't show you those stitches if he has them.
And that's like where'd you get that bandage?
I actually got it before I came here, so you guys will believe
It's
me.
barely on your forehead.
With this one one's just.
It's kind of popping up.
Hey, Jerry.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey.
I just got into a car accident, and I got 50 stitches across my eyelids, and they didn't put any bandages on me.
No, it's not. It's not on his eyelids.
Oh, no, because...
No, this is what he's got. He's got a patch over his eye because he had a little glass in there, and he scratched up his eye, even though you can't really tell when he lifted up the patch. And then he has a bandage above the eye where he has some stitches.
A bandage is above the eye. What make motorcycle was this, sir?
Well, put it this way. I just received 50
It was
stitches.
a Honda.
No one drives Hondas.
It was
I drive a Honda.
People drive the Hondas.
All right. People drive
So it was a Honda, and he hits the door. What did he say to you after he hit you?
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
And then he took off.
No. I mean, he waited around for the police to come.
He waited for the cops.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I have a police report, which I will bring to you next time I'm here, so you guys don't think.
All you have to do is show us the bandage.
I don't. Want
Everyone is like, Rachel.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
People's heads don't go through driver's side windows.
Well, no, it can happen. It can happen.
How would a motorcycle driver drive away if it hit him with enough impact to make his head?
Well, that's what I'm saying. A lot more damage would be done to the guy.
And he turned his head so it was head on. Don't buy it. No way.
All right, I got something for him.
Okay.
It looks like you have nice, poofy, shampooed hair. Did you take a shower recently?
I washed my head. I didn't take a shower.
Did you take off the bandage?
No. I was told not to. I swear.
That's a dry
But it's
bandage.
not wet.
It's not wet.
No,
it's
'cause I
soggy, and it would be all messy.
I washed my hair on
That is
the
a brand new
sink.
bandage.
But wouldn't it come off if it got wet a little?
It hasn't yet.
How
It's
can
pretty
you keep
good.
it from getting wet washing your hair?
Because I
Very
put it
good
under the
question,
sink.
Opie.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Detective Opie. Let's see. Take the bandage
No,
off.
I don't want to.
Anne
You gotta
Marie.
take that
No, I
bandage
really would. It doesn't hurt. 'cause
off this.
Anne Marie.
Yes.
Hey.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Anna Marie.
Hi.
Hey, what happened to him?
Well, I don't know about the accident because
Ah.
I wasn't working whenever he got in the accident. But I
Go
can
home,
tell
Anna
you
Marie.
he's very accident prone.
Hang up, Anna Marie.
Right?
Hang up the phone.
What's the matter, Bri?
I work with her.
Trying to figure this out.
What do you mean he's accident prone?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, fine. Tell him about the incident. The other incident.
How many incidents have you had, Brian?
Oh, my God. We're on to something.
Tell him about the hot boiling water on my crotch. You could tell him that story.
That's true. Oh, that's right.
You could tell him that.
He's a regular over at the Hudson Valley Hospital.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He's like, he falls. Well, you know, like a lot of people can fall down the stairs, but Brian can actually fall up the stairs and get hurt.
It's like that Munchausen by proxy syndrome, only without a child. He just does it to himself.
All right, hold on, Anne-Marie.
For the attention. You do that?
Hey, what town was this in?
Yorktown.
I live in Yorktown, yeah.
Yorktown. Okay. Bill, you work in Yorktown?
No, I live in Yorktown. But listen,
Okay.
I got a friend that's a state trooper.
Yeah.
Was it the state troopers that helped this kid?
Yeah.
Yeah? I got a friend that's a state trooper. He would have told me. He just came on a motorcycle to see me. He would have told me if there was a motorcycle accident. Besides, there's so much sand on the roads, especially right after the blizzard. There was no way that anybody's driving a motorcycle around here because he'd be dead.
I've seen people drive
I
motorcycles.
have the police report. I swear to you. I will bring it in next time I see you.
All you have to do is take the bandage
I
off.
don't want
What police
to.
department? Like what area? Is there any way we can call right now and verify that there was an accident?
What road did it happen on?
Yeah, what road did it
What
happen?
road was it?
It was in Pleasantville.
What road?
What road?
Pleasantville Road.
Dude, you came to work faking an accident, man.
Dude, hold on.
Maybe I'm embellishing it a little
That's
bit.
scary.
Embellishing a little bit. All right, now we're getting on to it. What is embellishing a little bit?
We work with a bunch
What's
of
embellishing
freaks
a
around
little
us.
bit? How much is embellished? Be
No,
honest.
I really got hit by a motorcycle. Maybe my head didn't go through the window.
Was this last year?
All right. Wait. Maybe the head didn't go through the window, so it
But
hit the window.
No, well, I think.
So there's no glass in your eye?
There is glass in my eye.
From where?
What broke?
No, my window did break, but my head might not have went through the window. It might have been his.
Wait, let me... Mike, what's up?
How you doing, guys?
All
I
right.
repair auto glass for a living.
Yeah.
All right? It takes almost a hammer to go through a side window. They're not meant to break.
Right.
This guy must have got creamed if he could have even come close to getting his head through a side window.
So you're saying maybe it was the guy,
Maybe
the
it was
motorcycle
his
guy's helmet.
Maybe it was.
From across the car?
But he just drove away?
No, he was fine. I
He was
have the
fine.
accident report. I'll give you the guy's number when I get home. I'll call you.
So then what, if your head didn't go through, what's on your head?
It was the glass shattered onto my head.
Okay, all right, it hits. Glass shatters on your head. And it was enough to, lift it up. Lift it up.
Not to lift it up.
You got to lift
No.
that damn thing up. You got to. I'm dying to see this now.
Lift.
There's got to be.
I really don't want to.
What's under
I'm
there?
feeling really.
That's the
alienated
purpose here. We're trying
with-
to. We're working this out.
We're working
through.
with
Is it
single
time for a
white
break?
male, I'm telling you.
We're working through this.
He's an effing freak. Keith the cop.
Oh my God.
Okay, we're trying to recreate the accident scene here.
Yeah,
All right.
Here's a
Now-
cop. Here's a cop that's been on many details.
Okay,
He's seen
so-
many accidents.
So what you're saying is you're in the left-hand lane attempting to make a left-hand turn?
No, I'm in my right lane
You're
making
in
a
the
left-hand
right lane.
turn.
Making an illegal turn, okay.
Yes.
Wait, you're
And
making an
John-
illegal turn there?
No, it's legal.
Are
right,
you in
Keith?
the Are you in the turning lane? You're going left. Are
It's
you in
a
the
one-way street.
One lane.
I mean, not one lane. I'm sorry.
One lane each direction.
Yes.
Okay,
So it
and
doesn't
you're-
matter left or
All
right.
right, all
lane.
right, go ahead.
Okay, Pleasantville Road. What university is there? Quickly?
Pace University.
Okay.
All right.
University.
Pleasantville Road, and you're at an intersection. What road are you turning onto? This is a familiar route because you're
Yes.
on your way to work.
I was on
So
my
you-
way to work and school and all that.
You
other
take
stuff.
this every day. So Pleasantville, you make a left on
Manville.
Manville.
Manville, okay.
All right.
Approximately how far back the motorcycle when you make the turn?
Probably like 20 feet.
And he passes you over the double yellow.
I think what might have happened was that his foot, what he said was his foot slipped off the brake pedal and he kept going into my car.
His foot slipped off the brake pedal. He didn't use the hand
Doesn't
brake.
use that front brake. So his foot slipped and he went in. So it was just, so he's almost like next to you.
Yeah, on my left
And
side.
he builds up enough speed to fly into your car and even shatter a window and fly off his motorcycle so his helmet hits the window. Just.
How fast were you going?
I was stopped because I was making the turn.
But, I mean, how fast were you going on that road before you came to a stop? 30, 35?
30, maybe.
There's
at the
no
most.
way.
I have a conclusion. After being affiliated with the show, we have a lack of security. Because this guy should just not be. Who does the screening?
Now, Keith, you've talked to a lot of people that you might be arresting, you might not be, and you get stories out of them that you can tell right away if they're true or false. You're a
Right, yeah.
seasoned cop.
This is shaky.
Ever watch Cops and you see him questioning the guy and it's like, this isn't panning out.
There should be beads of sweat rolling down this guy's forehead.
Is there? Let me see.
No.
Yeah,
I'm fat, so I'm sorry you're listening.
Next time he comes to work, I'd like to see the car.
All right, Keith, thank you.
Okay, I have pictures.
Bye-bye.
A lot of people saying you'd be in a neck brace.
Yeah, what happened to your neck? Nothing?
Nothing. Swear to God. My head may have not went through the window.
All right, might not have.
I have a police report.
All right, so now, like, your head didn't go through the window, so let's see the stitches.
No.
You have no stitches.
No. We've drawn the conclusion now that you do not have stitches under those bandages. No, it's not what we want to believe. We have drawn the conclusion through questioning and working through this that you cannot possibly have 3 stitches on any cut under that bandage.
Okay.
You don't, do you?
No. Oh, okay, fine. I don't.
You have scratches.
Yeah, right. You got me there.
What is it?
It's a scratch.
It's a scratch.
Yes, I just kind of embellished a little bit.
So you embellished with the stitches.
Then you could take it off.
Did you indeed go to the hospital?
Yes, I did.
Take off the bandage.
You can take it off.
Because it's probably not going to be anything there.
Don't even be embarrassed. Just take.
See a cut on my finger too, if you really want.
You can redeem yourself by
Take
just
the
being
bandage
honest.
off.
And
We'll
taking
laugh
the
at
bandage
you,
off.
and then we'll move on.
We'll laugh and we'll move on.
Let's go.
I want to see a cut on my finger that I got from
Take
you?
the bandage
Just
off.
the bandage
My
on your
finger.
head. Just the one on your head.
Take the bandage.
You got to take it off now. Here it comes.
It's going to hurt.
Let's take it off. Let's take.
You see that?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on.
All right.
Turn your head.
There's
Look,
nothing.
I was honestly expecting maybe a cut.
There's nothing?
There's nothing. I mean, nothing there.
There's really nothing?
Dude, there is nothing there.
Holy S.
There's absolutely
I am
nothing.
scared for my safety.
People, I can't stress to you enough. Like, not even
nothing there.
There's not even an abrasion. There is nothing under that.
I saw a police report.
It went from 3 stitches
to
the head going to the window, and there's nothing under there.
Because
that
I'm a
is
pussy.
skin. That is skin on the same side of each. It does not look any different, dude. There's nothing. Nothing hit.
I have a police report. Okay, get the thing out of my face.
Was it Earl's friend?
Steve's videotaping.
Dude.
Now let's go. Now let's go. Phase 2. Here.
Dude, take the patch off.
Take the patch
You
off
look
because you don't need
ridiculous.
the patch.
Take the
Obviously,
patch
you didn't
off.
have that. Take the patch off. Open your eye.
No, I really can't open my eye.
Open
That
your
is
eye.
true.
It's not tearing. It's not red. It's not red. The whites of your eye are white.
I can't even open up my eye.
How many fingers?
I can see out of my right eye. I can see 5.
Close your right eye. Open the other eye.
I can't.
Open the eye.
Swear
Open
to
the
you.
goddamn eye.
There's nothing wrong with your eye. Please don't do this anymore.
I swear.
You're scaring us.
There's
Open
nothing
your stupid
wrong.
eye.
Open the eye. Open the eye.
Single white male.
Open the
Working
eye.
for
There's
us.
nothing wrong with it. You have
Really.
nothing on your
I
head.
swear to you, there is something wrong with my eye.
There's nothing on your forehead. You had a huge patch.
There's nothing on your, in your eye.
Saying you couldn't even take the patch off the shower. There's nothing on your forehead. Holy S.
That is the best. Now, look. All right, it's opening up. a
Yeah,
little.
it's opening up a little bit.
All right.
I swear, if you guys...
It's opening.
Yes.
All right. Open it.
No.
Pull
That
the
really does
bottom
hurt.
lid down a little.
That really does hurt.
Well, pull
I
it down.
swear.
I just want to see if it's red. Pull the bottom lid down. Now,
Open your
open the other
eye.
I
eye.
can't open up my eye.
Hold it open.
That really does hurt.
Take the pain. Hold it open a little.
Hold your
Just
eye
hold it open. I want to see if there's any irritate. Look, it's totally white. Dude, do you see any red?
I swear it hurts.
There's no red. Please wear the patch. Feel free to wear the patch.
Where's my parrot?
Please feel free to wear the patch.
All right.
Look at Opie's freaking out over here.
Who the hell screens these people?
I have the police report. I will bring it in.
All right. We are
going for
looking
the sympathy a
forward
little bit. Okay.
to seeing the police report.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the friggin' half-hour radio. Cause
Steve, you're not going home early today, are you?
No,
Okay, good.
not at all.
Steve, we got to get at least a still picture of the unveiling of the wounds. Okay, what were you working on before we pulled you in?
Nothing.
Nothing?
What I'm checking out instant feedback.
All right.
Okay, great.
We'll let you continue ahead on your job.
All right.
You can wear the patch if your eye is hurting a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
That was great. Thanks.
Take your bandage with you. We wouldn't want to get any infections from the all the blood on there. That is great. What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm a little hurt.
You're a little hurt.
I feel like an ass. To be honest with you.
Well, you know something? When
Well,
you
open
do
your
cer-
eye,
when-
and then we can like move on. You're still like faking that you can't open the eye.
The thing is, I understand you feel like an ass,
Holy
but
ass.
when you do certain things and they don't pan out and there's consequences, the one consequence is looking like an ass.
Yes.
So you did this, now you move on and you learn. That maybe embellishing when
You said
these
you had
things
stitches.
happen.
There's nothing on your
Nothing there,
forehead.
no.
Nothing
Next
at
time
all.
you fake a knee injury, you wrap it up in an ace bandage, no one could call you on it. You just say it hurt. I hurt my leg.
Okay.
But a head wound is like, wow, that's a tough one
I think I
because
might
it's
have
right there.
went over my borders, that one.
And the even you know something? If you just the head wound, maybe that would have. But then you added the patch. It's a little much.
Okay.
Little much.
We might have believed you if you just had the patch.
Or the
eye
bandage.
patch. Or not both, though. It
The
just looked
both would
ridiculous.
put it over the top. But next time, a leg injury, back injury, something you can't really say take the bandage off.
Jay.
You know?
Dude, stop talking to this guy. Call security. Hide behind something. You'll never see a freaking accident report. He's lying. He's a psycho, bro. All right?
Thank you.
Now, wait. He says he feels like an ass. That's because he's busted. Now he's about to strike.
You're not going to strike, are you?
I have my hands
I
behind
feel
my
like
head.
an
okay?
All right.
Can we check his clothes and stuff?
For
You're
real.
not going to go crazy, are you?
Dude, he is, man. Get rid of him.
All right.
You know, do you
Thank
own
you,
any
Jay.
own any guns?
No guns.
You have any guns on you?
Not-
You have any needles in your pocket? Okay, let's frisk them over. I'm not going to get stuck in here, am I?
You're free to go.
Can we check his clothes for weapons?
I don't think he's carrying any weapons, Opie.
You thought he had stitches.
No, we didn't think he had stitches, but you know, I would think he was
you.
just trying to garner a little sympathy, excuse for the day off.
All right, we can move on now.
All right, thank you very much.
Oh, no,
you can
thanks,
you
guys.
can go back to whatever, and don't feel too bad. You know, you pay. You know, you do something, it doesn't pan out, you pay, and now you'll forever be the eye patch guy. Or all right. Well, continue with looking at instant feedbacks. Thank you.
With your good eye.
You can turn around and there you go.
There you go.
There he goes out the door. Watch! Don't hit your head with the door. That would hurt.
Lock that studio
That would-
door. Holy S. Where the hell are you finding these people?
That was great.